78 Sports TV here with the panel, and we are going to discuss top 10 greatest heavyweights of all time. All right, the way this works, once again, is that one person nominates. It has to be unanimous agreement for everybody on the panel to agree to this guy for him to be on the top 10. If you disagree, say that you disagree, and that person's name will be put into a pile to discuss later. Also, you will have to defend your position as to why you disagree with someone being nominated. All right? So, let's start with Boxing Beats and Rhymes. Who is your first nominee?
My first nominee is going to be Muhammad Ali.
Beats.
Yo, sorry, one sec.
Yes, he beat
Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali. Does anyone on the panel disagree with Muhammad Ali? Ali is in. All right, EJ Boxing Live.
Thank you. Joe Louis, the Brown Bomber.
Joe Louis. Anyone on the panel disagree with Joe Louis? All right. Boxnologist.
Iron Mike Tyson.
Iron Mike Tyson. Anyone on the panel disagree with Iron Mike Tyson? Top 10 all time. Anyone? Anyone?
Nope.
Okay. Mike Tyson is in. Okay. Zone.
Rocky Marciano.
Rocky Marciano. Is there anyone on the panel disagree with Rocky Marciano?
I can't. No, I can't run with Rocky.
All right, so you disagree with Rocky?
Yeah.
Why do you disagree with Rocky?
Rocky, only made about 3 or 4 defenses of the belt, and all the guys we've got so far, they've made multiple defenses, and just on the strength of that so far, I don't think I'd have him in there.
All right, Rocky's on the sideline for now.
What the fuck?
Y'all want to debate it now?
Oh.
Go ahead, debate it now.
We'll do the debate at the end.
Go ahead and debate it now. I don't want no complaining at the end. Go ahead, Zone.
Yeah, well, the 4 title defenses that he had was just World Hall of Famers and International Boxing Hall of Famers. So quantity is not an issue, but quality definitely is his method of choice. And one of the guys that we got on the list happened to be Joe Louis, who he actually beat. And he's undefeated.
Beats?
Oh, reply to that. Well, he's got Ezra Charles, he's got Joe Louis. I actually thought Ezra Charles beat him in the first fight personally. And he's got 3 he's got 3 Hall of Famers. And there is a strong case. I just think the nominees that I've got to come are stronger. His resume doesn't stack up to Muhammad Ali's. It don't stack up to Joe. And he fought Joe Louis in a non-title match. And, Joe was washed. I know it was Joe Louis, but he was washed up. He was washed up at that stage, But the Jersey Joe Walcott win, is a tremendous win, And the first Ezra Charles win, really good wins. So I'd say, he fought 2 guys, and Ezra Charles was a little past it as well. But at the same time, they're good wins. I don't think two decent championship fights is good enough. 2 opponents, even though he beat them twice, I'm not sure if that form's good enough.
Well, I like to slide something else in there that Beats trying to leave out. He also beat Archie Moore in the Starzer too. So let's not forget that.
The Starzer was terrible, man. And Archie Moore was a light heavyweight, and he was very old at the time. But he was old. He was very old. He was light heavyweight, and he got floored by Archie.
Archie Moore Hall of Famer though, right?
Yeah, but he's not a legitimate heavyweight, really.
But he's a legitimate Hall of Famer, right?
You could put him in there. But it's not the strongest To me, that's not the strongest opponent to make your case, Archie Moore, at heavyweight.
He's not, but he's a Hall of Famer in conjunction.
Not for a
with
heavyweight.
the
Not
other.
he's a Hall of Famer as a light heavyweight. That's what got him in there. His work at light heavyweight is what got him into the Hall of Fame.
But he fought at heavyweight as well. Just because he wasn't successful and he lost.
Yeah, well, okay. Well,
he's
if
still a
that's
Hall of Famer, he lost. And it's a
Okay.
credible win.
okay, no, hold on. Well, quote me the wins at heavyweight that Archie Moore had,
I can't quote you none.
because I can tell you the wins he had at light heavy.
Because he lost all his title shots.
Well,
But if you want to
got-
quote the light heavyweight, go ahead. Because the discussion is heavyweight, but go ahead
Right,
with the
well,
light heavyweight.
that's what I'm
Let's get
saying. Yeah, exactly. So tell me what he done at heavyweight, Archie Moore.
it. Lost to Rocky Marciano.
Right, exactly. He doesn't really have that much of a record. See, the thing is, you know what I mean? I could argue. I could say he beat Nino Valdez, but can't say that. So I don't know. I don't think Archie Moore is a credible opponent to put Rocky in there. I don't think so.
But it is in conjunction. See, it is in conjunction with Joe Louis and the other Ezra Charles and Wildcat, like we named. It is in conjunction, in
Not
totality.
It's not, because them guys have a resume at heavyweight. Archie Moore doesn't.
Okay, but he's undefeated too as well. He's undefeated. He's perfect at heavyweight.
So you're doing the undefeated thing, really. You're just doing a numbers thing.
No, I mean that's a fact, man. That's not
Yeah,
just
I know
you
he's
go
undefeated,
through
but we all know that.
Okay,
I mean,
so going through a sporting event undefeated, man, is unprecedented. I mean, I know it's got lost in boxing now, and that's the thing. But the thing, when he did it, that wasn't like the normal thing to do. It wasn't no ducking and dodging. This guy actually went undefeated in a tough era.
well, I can tell you one thing for sure is at the time, his undefeated. People said, well, the fact that he hasn't lost, it just shows that he hasn't pushed himself. That's what they used to say at the time.
Ooh, that's opinionated. But the
Yeah, that's
fact
opinionated.
remains, that's opinionated. So having no losses or having some losses, which one is better? Let's just cut the crap.
Okay, all right. Well, if that's your argument, if that is so, would that make him the best? Would that make him the best heavyweight out of the 10 we're going to list today? Because he's going to be the only one who's undefeated. Out of everybody we pick, he's going to be the only one. So that means he should go to number 1 by your criteria then?
Nope, that's not false. That's false. That's not what I said. I didn't say him being undefeated. I want to make sure we get this clear. I didn't say that is going to skyrocket him to the top of the list, but it makes him on the list in conjunction with the list of opponents and being undisputed and being undefeated and having the highest knockout ratio amongst the retired. It's history there. He's put in his work. He put in his time. So in conjunction with everything in totality, he deserves to be on the list. Not because of the conditions of Joe Louis and the conditions no. He beat him. He could have lost, but he beat him. He did what he had to do to make his way as a champion. That's why he belongs on the list.
Well, it wasn't like he beat Joe Louis for the lineal championship like as a Charles. He beat a Joe Louis who needed money, So I don't know. You can use that, but look, man, look. I've made my argument.
The people
He put his
decide.
ass-
Yeah, I'll let everyone decide.
Let everyone decide. And good.
Okay.
Good
All right,
debate.
so now, anybody here want to reconsider Rocky Marciano, Lee Simmons? How do you feel about Rocky Marciano being on the list?
I'm cool with that.
Okay. Boxologist, how do you feel about Marciano being on the list?
I got him on the end. It's all right.
You got him on. All right, EJ,
I'm all right with it.
you're all right with it. All right.
All right.
So, Marciano's on the list?
Yep.
Is that what y'all want to do? Marciano's on the
Yeah.
list.
So it looks
Yeah,
like
you heard the vote. You tallying up the vote.
Right. I'm just trying to make sure these are the rules we're going by.
Yeah,
For
that's
future
yeah.
purposes.
Zone
Right.
got it. Zone got it.
Yeah, Marciano's on the
everyone
list.
likes his pitch. So
Yeah.
so far, all right, we got Joe Louis, Ali, and Rocky. Yeah.
And Mike Tyson.
And Mike Tyson's name, yeah. All right, sweet.
Okay, so
Okay.
who nominated Rocky Marciano? That was Zone.
Yeah.
So it's my go now,
Okay,
yeah.
so it's your go, UK boxing blogger.
Right, my one, it's got to be in there. has to be in there. George Foreman, smashed up Frazier, who's probably going to be nominated, smashed up Norton, smashed up Ron Lyle, smashed up Frazier again. All right, he lost to Muhammad Ali, but then he comes back at the ripe old age of late 40s, went 12 rounds with the undisputed Evander. Then he comes back and wins the lineal belt and smashes up Michael Moorer for the IBF and WBA strap. He's the man. You know, what more can you say? The guy's a legend. There's no way that guy can't be in there.
Okay.
I'll refuse. I don't think anybody could debate that.
All right. Anyone disagree with Big George being on the list? So Foreman is in. All right. It's on Beats nomination.
I've got Larry Holmes.
Larry Holmes. Does anyone on the panel disagree with Larry Holmes?
No.
All right. Holmes is in. It's on EJ Boxing Live.
All right. So I'm gonna pick Jack Johnson.
Jack Johnson. Anyone on the panel disagree with Jack Johnson? All right.
I was looking for some beef, man. What's up with you guys?
It's on.
You nearly got it.
I was looking for some beef, man.
Okay, Jack Johnson is in there. It's on Boxnologist nomination.
I got Lennox Lewis.
Ox. Anyone here disagree with Ox being on the list?
Lennox Lewis.
Lennox Lewis.
Ooh, dude.
We looking for beef.
Nah, I ain't looking.
All right, Beast, you say you disagree?
Nah, I ain't looking for beef, man. I got
Oh, okay,
some-
okay.
So okay. So let me. I'm going over this again because I don't want to listen. Does anyone disagree with Lennox Lewis?
Yeah. Go on. I go for a disagree with Lennox Lewis.
Okay. See, this is what I'm saying. See, if I would have wrote them down, then y'all.
Yeah. Okay, I'll disagree
No,
with
you're
that.
doing it right, 7-8, man. Just relax.
No, I'm no man because at the end I don't want Lee complained at the end of the thing about he didn't get his chance and all that stuff. So Lee says he disagreed with Lennox Lewis. So state your case why you disagree, Lee.
Right. Well, because he got taken out by one punch twice, right? Yeah. And I do rate Lennox Lewis. He got knocked out by Oliver McCall, right? And I feel the legendary fighters that he's got on his name, like your Evander Holyfields and Mike Tyson's. Mike Tyson was like a Rocky Marciano Joe Louis payday fight because he wanted the money, in my opinion. Fucking Evander Holyfield was a shell of himself. You know, and I think Lennox Lewis, when he was at his peak, was coming towards the end of that golden era, like where you had the Tuckers, the Witherspoons, and fucking the Bone Crusher Smiths, all them guys, Mike Tyson's in their prime, all of them like young Evander Holyfields, young Riddick Bowes. I know Bowe didn't fight Lewis, and that weren't his fault, but you know, I don't think he proved him. Not like where George Foreman just knocked out Ken Norton, brutally knocked out Frazier. Come up and done shit later on in life, you know what I mean? So that's my case. I just don't think he's strong enough compared to the rest of the guys. Didn't clean out a division like Mike Tyson did in the 80s. I just don't think he should be in there.
Boxologist.
Okay, here we go. Well, one, he pretty much cleaned out the division. You know what I'm saying? He only had 2 losses on his resume. The 2 losses that he had, he went back and fought both of those guys in Oliver McCall in Rockmont. He stopped both of them. He beat a prime Ray Mercer on his resume. He beat a prime Evander Holyfield, who had a pretty impressive winning streak when he beat him. Well, he had got a draw, then he came back and beat him. He beat Mike Tyson, who Mike Tyson was actually coming off of wins. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't like, I think he had like a no contest or draw or something, but I know he was coming off of some wins. And I'll go by, if you're not ready, don't get your ass in there. He unified all the titles. He unified the WBC, WBA, and the IBF title. He defended them like 8 times. He got in there his last run. He beat Vitaly Klitschko, all controversial, but he did beat him. He beat David Tua, who was was another good prime fighter. You know what I mean? Shit. Like I said, I already named Ray Mercer, right?
Right, yeah.
He beat a prime Frank Bruno. He beat a prime Shannon Briggs. I mean, hell, I mean, the dude unified the titles, man, and I mean, and then and then also what I also find impressive about him was, and the battalion in particular, he beat a guy who actually was still on top. You know what I'm saying? Had got back on top after he left the game. You know what I'm saying? And people can say, they can have excuses about Mike Tyson, but like Zone said with Rocky Marciano, he also beat a fighter that's on the list, regardless of where he was at when he beat him. He beat a fighter that was on the list, and he also beat Mike Tyson, and everybody wanted to see him fight Mike Tyson. So I
Okay,
give him
right.
full
To me,
full credit for that. You
okay,
know what I'm
well, to
saying?
me, right, the Ray Mercer one was well close, right? That to me was like, that was around like the time where it was the end of the great American heavyweights, in my opinion, coming to an end, right? Ray Mercer represented the kind of challenge he would have had. That was a close ass fight, man. That could have gone either way. I had that Mercer winning that fight, and to me, because someone done a video the other day, I actually watched that again, man. So I watched that fight. I had Mercer winning that fight, in my opinion. That just showed you the kind of trouble he'd have been in if he'd have been up against. I'm not even going to go into the golden era, right? I'm just going to go back to the Bone Crusher, Smiths, Tuckers, and all them guys. I just think they would have all given him a brutal fight like that. I don't think he would have been able to tear through him. In my opinion, or with a spoon and all them guys. I don't think so.
Okay, is it did okay? Is it on pay? Did he beat Ray Mercer? Is what I'm asking. Did he
Yeah,
beat
yeah,
him?
I'm not disputing that, but I'm just
Okay.
trying to. I've
So
given my case. I
it's a
can't
win
give
to it.
my case
Is it
anymore.
is it a win? Is it a win to his credit?
Yeah, but I'm not giving my. I've given my case. He got knocked out by one punch twice. He did. His best wins were against over the hill opponents. You can't dress that up. Mike Tyson was exactly the same as Joe Louis. He was washed up. He wanted the money. He was in there because he was in debt. That guy was just because he come over with a couple of wins. Them wins were over nobody. Mike Tyson weren't even the same. Well, when he come out of prison, he still was in shape, but he was still a shell of the fighter he was. And by the time Lewis got in, he was nothing. I'm not even, anybody who would even try and debate that as a decent win is crazy in my eyes. That's my opinion. Evander Holyfield
Okay. So
is
Tony Tucker was washed up.
no, I'm not saying that.
Okay. What about Oliver McCall?
No, Oliver McCall just lost it, man. He knocked him out one punch. The second fight, he had a mental breakdown. There's not even, not that, But I've given my case. I can't really
What about
argue.
all right? Okay.
Okay, yeah. I know he had some good wins. He poleaxed Razor Ruddock. That was a great win. I'm not, I can give a case for him, yeah. But I'm just giving
What
my
about
case.
Michael Grant?
He's not in the
Do you
top
think
10.
Michael Grant was a good win?
Michael Grant, mate. I'm not. Michael Grant weren't a good win for me, no.
Okay, Michael Grant was undefeated when he beat him.
Yeah, but Michael Grant, to my opinion, and this is my opinion, and what he's going to show on after that, I don't think like Michael Grant was all that. He got knocked out even better by Jamil Mackay in the second half, straight after that fight, and he was just. He was a hype job. He never got no serious wins before that, other than a win over Galata.
Well, I mean, he was.
I'm just saying, it's like that's not even a great win. That was a nothing win.
All right. Well, I think Vitaly Klitschko was a great win for him.
Yeah, that was
I
a good
think
win.
Mike Tyson was a good win. I think a comeback knockout victory over Rockman was a great win. I think a prime David Tua, who only had one loss, if I'm not mistaken, was a great win. I think the Ray Mercer fight was a great win. Tony Tucker, who only had one loss and like 40 something wins, that was a great win for him. Razor Ruddock was a great win for him. He knocked Razor Ruddock out in like the second round.
Poleaxed him. Yeah, that was good. I
Yeah,
know.
so I
I'm not
mean,
disputing this. I'm not
and
disputing
he's
that.
a
Lennox.
and he's an Olympic gold medalist, and he also beat your guy that he didn't get to fight. He didn't get to fight in heavyweights. So I mean, and Riddick Bowe. So and that's only because Riddick Bowe refused to face him after he knocked out Razor Ruddock. So I mean,
Well, I don't even break the Tua win. If he would have fought Tua around the time he done Ruiz and David Izon, then I would have. By the time you got Tua was out of shape, mate. I'm not even going to
Tua
go
was
there.
on a winning streak.
So it doesn't matter if he was on a win streak or not. He was out of shape. Clearly, you go and see the body shape and the aggressiveness of him around the time when he was knocking out like Izon and bloody Ruiz, mate. It's different fighter altogether. Again,
But how can you say Tua was out of shape if Tua was a naturally big guy? You know what I'm saying? Only way he's not gonna look out of shape if he looks skinny. Like Tool was a big dude. I mean, the dude
Go and
had
watch the tape. Go and watch the tapes, and go and watch the tapes, and
but
see.
I'm saying
See,
like a
you
year
said he was in his prime.
before that he knocked out Rockmine. I mean, he was coming off of wins. He was coming off of wins. He fought Lennox Lewis in 2000. He had fought opponents in 2000. He had fought opponents in 99. He had fought opponents in 98. The dude was coming off of wins. He wasn't just it wasn't like he was coming off the couch. So I give the man full credit for fighting an active fighter coming off of wins. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, look, guys.
Yeah,
all right, look.
Yeah, go on.
That's my argument.
Do both of y'all? All right, y'all stated your case. Let's go to the panel. Zone. Does Lennox Lewis deserve to be here?
Yeah, man. Lennox Lewis supposed to be in there.
Okay. Let's go to EJ Boxing Live.
Are we debating like this is a clarification here? Are we debating on how good the debates were? Are we debating on does Lennox
No,
Lewis
we're
deserve?
going. Does Lennox Lewis deserve to be here?
Man, that was a good ass debate, man. Lee won me over, man. I agree with Lee, man. Shit, that was a good ass debate, man.
Okay. Beats.
Man, if Rocky Marciano's in there, Lennox is in there.
All right. So that is
One.
Lennox. Lennox is in.
No, that's
Is
2
it?
weeks.
Is it? No, that's no. Hold on. That's
It's not
even.
involved.
That's even. So Lennox is still out. He's on
Hold on, who
sideline.
you got 78? Hold on.
No,
Wait a
I'm
minute.
the moderator. I'm the moderator.
Man, no, man, come on with that,
No,
dude.
you can't come over here and change the rules,
You
nigga.
can be-
Relax.
If it's 4 people, you can be a deciding factor.
No, man, you can't. Listen. Are we gonna change the rules as we go along? Because otherwise, we're gonna have to do the whole.
Just keep going.
Right, we're gonna have to do the
we
whole
right.
100 over again. If that's the case.
7-8, you
But
good? Well, yeah, he over to the side.
Shit, if it's up to me, when half these motherfuckers in here.
Hold on, 78. Hold on, 78. Now, is 5 of us a voter. Me, Zone, and Beats
Yeah.
said Lennox is in. Not Caban. Earl and that guy said he was
3-2.
who was it? Lee? Is that Lee?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Lee.
3-2.
Only 2 people. Yeah, that's 3-2, man. What you talking about?
Wait a minute, Lee did. Hold on.
Oh yeah, that's 3-2, isn't it? Shit, yeah.
Hold on. Lee voted.
Yeah, I
Oh, Lee. Okay. That's my mistake. Cause Lee is not supposed to be able to vote. He's not supposed to be able to vote. So that's Lennox is in. Okay.
Yeah,
That's my mistake. I apologize.
Yeah,
Can't count, boy.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
nearly got away with it.
Yeah, almost. Box office was on that shit. All right, here we go.
Like, hold up, man. Shit, I'm trying to play me.
All right, we got 2 more people. 2 more people, guys. And it's on. Hold on, it's on. Isn't it on Zone to nominate?
Yep, the real deal, Evander Holyfield.
Okay, Evander Holyfield. Is there anyone on the panel who disagrees with the real deal? Okay, Evander's on.
How many more slots we got left?
1 more slot. Lee Simmons. Nomination.
Well, no, all the ones I wanted in there, man. Well, it's got. No, it's.
Gotta pass you, Lee. Gotta pass you.
Go on then, pass me some. I'm cool with all the people that are in there, man. I will say
Okay.
Joe Frazier, but I'm not prepared to debate people on it. If it
No, that's your nominee, man.
Okay. Yeah, man. You know.
All right.
Well, I'll go with Joe Frazier then. He's got to be in there, hasn't
So Joe Frazier. Is anyone disagree with Smoking Joe
I
for the
do.
last spot? All right, Zone.
I do.
State your case, bro.
Good.
Well, once he lost his heavyweight championship of the world, he was actually never champion again. Joe Frazier's a good fighter. I like him. But he's just really attached to Ali, and he's attached to George Foreman because of the trio. But he ducked the tournament that they supposed to have that they asked him to be in. They had, no notable guys in there, and he fought Eddie Machen instead for the christening of the Barclays and won the New York State Athletic Commission title. he ain't really got an impressive deep resume to me. I just think that he's just attached to Ali for the one good win, but he got destroyed by Foreman. Other than that, he doesn't have any real credible wins to me or
That's not
impressive
true.
resume to me. Go ahead.
Hey, Beach, you getting feedback though, Beach.
To me,
You getting feedback. What?
to me, he doesn't. And the main thing that I noticed about him, man, is that he never got back into contention. He won the championship, and he did win it, you know, via Ali being stripped and going through what he was going through. Although he did vindicate that by beating Ali, he then turned around and got destroyed by, you know, George Foreman. And then Ali did come back and vindicate him by beating him 2 more times after that.
Okay, well,
I just think that Frazier get a lot of credit for being attached to those legendary guys and more popular guys. You know, he's good, but not top 10.
okay, right. That's a good point there. But I've got to disagree, obviously, because this is my pick. The reason being, you know, that I think what your argument at the end of your thing, right? This is just the beginning of my response. Is actually one of another reason for why he should be in there. He's attached to the greatest fights in history, you know, and being around in the golden era against the best ever, you know. And I clearly disagree. You know, he's had some decent wins, man. Buster Mathis, Jerry Quarry, Jimmy Ellis, Bob Foster, and you can't argue against Bob Foster because you argued against Ouchie Moore being credible, whether he was a heavyweight or not, you know, so that was a good win for him. Beat Muhammad Ali, you know, and then, you know, he'd been in there, you know, I know he got smashed up by Foreman, but he beat people like Joe Bugner. He was again in the Thriller Manila. You know, the guy's a legend. How can you not put him in there? You know, but everything that it stands for, the history behind it. Do you know what I mean? He done all them guys. He fought Quarry and Ellis a couple of times. He's the man. He fought people multiple times. It's like I don't understand, you know. And he had the straps to go with it. And he was part of a significant part in history. And his fights weren't just like great fights; they were like the greatest fights that ever lived, man. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I can't state any more than the obvious, man. So it's up to the panel to agree with that.
Okay.
Well, Buster Mathis and Eddie Machen, those guys wasn't too good to me personally. I mean, you can always argue, but they're not no all-time great victories. I always wonder, I cannot penalize him for this. I always wonder what would have happened if Ali never got stripped. I mean, I think that threw boxing for a loop, especially heavyweight division. Can't penalize Joe Frazier for that. But I think he got off, man, essentially because of the government trying to stick it to Ali on some bullshit. And I mean, yes, he did hold it down, but everybody knew that Ali was the champ. And to be technical, you know, the term paper champ is when the champ is out of, you know, commission, and then somebody comes and pick up the title without beating him.
Okay,
now,
yeah.
I say again, he was a paper champ. Now he did vindicate it by beating Ali, but man, Ali had lost 3 years out of his prime, and he had to come all the way back and grind back into title contentions. He did lose, but he did come back and whoop his ass twice. So 2 is bigger than 1 any day. So he did avenge his losses. So Joe Frazier just hanging off the big win, the one big win off Ali.
Okay, you say that. Okay, right. So maybe Ali having the break, right? He comes back and he beats him, yeah? Fair and square, so he proves he's the man, yeah? So the theory that Ali was past it, whatever Ali went on to achieve, and there's a whole history of it after that, clearly disputes what you say on that one. So that's a void argument, right? And no, and you can't just say like, oh, Muhammad Ali just handed him to, like, just got avenged his defeats. They were the hardest fought avenged defeats going, man, especially the last one in Manila. They were both dead, man. As far as that, there's like, that's the best fight that's ever lived, man. You know, so that's not Muhammad Ali avenging victory, man. Muhammad Ali wouldn't have got out of that corner. They were both men nearly dropped, man. But it's like, I've just flawed the argument about, in my opinion, because them fights, they're not even lost fights. They are legacy fights. They are boxing history fights, you know. And him, Muhammad Ali, not being in his prime, even though he's been out of the ring for 3 years, is not, because what Muhammad Ali proved after the fight that he lost originally in the first one to Frazier, clearly disputes your theory on that. He was not past his prime.
No,
That's my argument. I
said
ain't got nothing more to argue.
Do y'all want to go to the panel, or do y'all have something else to say?
Well, I was just saying I never said that he was past his prime. That's false. I was just saying that he lost 3 years of his prime. And I didn't imply that when Frazier beat him that he was past his prime. I said, if you listen carefully, I said I give Frazier full credit for that. Full credit for that. But it makes us wonder what it would have been like had Ali not to have to overcome some outside shit outside of boxing. That's all I said.
Yeah,
Okay.
but that's like
if you're gonna hang your hat on Frazier, if you're gonna hang your hat on Frazier beating him, like I said, 2 is better than 1. He beat him 2-1. He has a losing record against Ali.
Well, I think all 3 were legacy fights. I don't in this circumstance, mate. You know, it is irrelevant. You know,
Let's go to the panel, man. Let's go to the panel.
Go ahead.
Okay, let's go to boxologist. Does Joe Frazier belong in the top 10?
I don't think so.
All right. EJ Boxing Live. Does Joe Frazier belong in the top 10?
Man, I was gonna say, man, that some of the best debates I done heard, boy. Like, and in my opinion, man, like I think he does deserve to be in there, man.
Okay. Beats.
No.
All right. So Frazier is out. Frazier's out.
Shit.
Hey, man.
Beats. Boy, came through for the boy.
We serious about that, boy. They said no.
All right. So
I got your back, bro.
so Frazier's out. So now it's on Beats, I believe. Am I correct?
Yeah.
All right. Beats, your nominee.
Man, I've got there's 1 or 2. Sam Lang for the Sonny Liston. I'm gonna put Liston in.
You're gonna say Liston, okay? Yeah. Does anyone on the panel disagree with Sonny Liston?
I do.
Okay.
I do as well.
All right, you got 2 people who disagree with Sonny Liston. Go ahead, Beats. You got to take on 2 people.
Okay.
So go ahead, boxologist. State your case. Why against him?
Well, I just think the most significant fight that Sonny Liston did that won was against Floyd Patterson. I think after he was exposed by Ali, he really didn't do anything of high significance after he lost to Muhammad Ali. You know what I'm saying? The Floyd Patterson win was a good win. I think the Cleveland Williams win was a good win, but I just don't think anybody after that is, you know, good enough to get him in the top 10 of all heavyweights. Now, if he would have beat Prime Ali, then I would give him that. But he actually tried to cheat against Ali, and he still lost. You know, and I think all the wins he won after that was kind of null and void. You know, and then he got knocked out before the end of the road. And his resume, man, he ain't done nothing. Like I don't think he's done nothing of super note. I think he was just a boogeyman that was beating a lot of cab drivers. And I don't. The most significant win he got on his resume is a Floyd Patterson, and that's not enough to put you in the top 10 to me.
Go ahead, UK boxing blogger.
Oh,
Well, to me, this is clear. To me, this is clear, right?
All right.
Civic.
It's only supposed to be one person.
No. Look, man, we gotta let the 2 people who are against have to state their case why they're against.
It was only supposed to be one person. Like,
yeah, and they won, and then Beast does the other one.
No, but it's two.
No, because listen, both guys disagreed. So that's why I said, Beats, you got to take on 2 people because both guys disagreed. So both guys, when you disagree, you have to state your opinion as to why you disagree. And then Beats.
All right, let it go. All right.
Mine's only quick.
UK boxing blogger.
I think.
Right. The cloud of suspicion. No, but to me, right. 1, I'm gonna just make 2 points, and that's it. I'm not gonna go on. Right. Basically, 1, I'm just gonna bring up a theory that a lot of the shit that was going on around the Floyd Patterson and all that, there was loads of gangster related shit, which I can't even doubt the truthfulness of them outcomes. I can't. But then, and the way he went down twice to Muhammad Ali alone, he was in 2 fights with Muhammad Ali, yeah, and the way they ended, both of them, and the kind of heart he showed in the first one he's never in that top 10. For that reason alone, I don't think you can even dispute that.
Okay, Beats.
Okay. Well, by the time he got a shot. He was held back for at least 3 years. They wouldn't give him. They wouldn't give the dude a shot because of his mob associations, and he used to throw policemen in dustbins and stuff like that. So they held that against him. And as for his only good win, he actually took out Nino Valdez, the Cuban, who was world rated. He knocked out Cleveland Williams, who had a tremendous KO streak, and nobody wanted to fight Cleveland Williams. Cleveland Williams was getting blackballed. Patterson wouldn't fight him. He beat him twice. Yeah. He took out Roy Harris, who was rated. Zora Foley was world rated. Eddie Machin, he outplayed Eddie Machin, who was world rated. And he took Patterson out twice in one round. Whoever did that to Patterson like that? You know what I mean? No one ever done that to Patterson. And okay, Ali, he lost his title to Ali, but Ali is Ali, you know. And to me, he should be in there. He should be in there. If you know the circumstances behind his career, Sonny should be in there.
Okay. Anybody want to respond to that or go to the panel?
Well, I just got on it. I gave him credit for the Cleveland Williams fight. You know, the Eddie Machin. I mean, that was an okay fight. But that the Valdez fight, man, the Valdez, I don't think he was a good fighter, man. I think that dude. I don't know what when you say well rated. I don't know what you mean by that, but I know that dude had over like 10 losses. You know what I'm saying? Over that. So I don't think that was a good win for him. But the Cleveland Williams win, that was notable. And, you know, like I said, man, his win over Floyd Patterson. After that, what did he do? And he had probably just as many as fights damn near, you know what I'm saying, after the Floyd Patterson fight than he did before the Floyd Patterson fight. And we know too that he lost and like EK said, man, the dude, you know, took a dive. I mean, for you to like take a dive, which I mean people can always say he did, say he didn't. But I mean that for you to do those kind of acts of taking dives, allegedly, and you know putting stuff in your gloves to cheat, stuff like that, it cannot get you in the top 10 ever in a heavyweight division of any division. You know what I'm saying? Doing shady stuff like that just to win a fight or just to lose a fight. You know what I mean? I don't think that's the way a top 10 heavyweight of all time supposed to conduct themselves. So that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I'll respond to that. Yeah, well, don't get me wrong. Beats put up the best kind of debate you can for it. Yeah, but the simple matter, it still goes down to one thing for me, and is the way that he lost to Muhammad Ali twice. Whether it's fixed, whatever, it was either fixed and exactly what Boxologist said, or he went down with the most stupidestly. You know, it was just stupid, and him retiring like that as well in the first. I'm not having that. That's not the heart of a champion for me. Every one of these people in these lists have been through some sort of adversity and not reacted in that way. And I know Muhammad Ali's the man. You know, don't get me wrong. I respect Liston and Beats. You put up a good thing, but for me, just no. You know, I couldn't. You know, Beats has got me thinking about it though, but no.
You want to respond to that, Beats, or you want to go to the panel?
Well, there's no proof that the IBF made an investigate, but there's no proof that Sonny threw the fight, and you just have to look at the KO streak up to when he was in his prime, man. You know, he beat Williams when he didn't have the bullets in his back, and if you don't know Nino Valdez, you know Rocky ducked him, and he beat the Commonwealth champion. He was a rated contender. You might not know him. You're just looking at box right there by saying he was a rated contender. You know.
I don't know. I'm not disputing that.
No, I'm making my point. You can't do that when I'm making my point. You can't do that. I'm making my point. You're right. And yeah, it's all chaos. And the style he did it, and he was a menacing force. When Liston was fighting, there was plenty of sports writers who said this man can't actually be beaten. He was feared. He was feared. Like Henry Cooper's manager, he said, I wouldn't let Henry on the same road as that dude, let alone fight him. Right? Costamato was doing everything to prevent the Patterson fight. Everything in his power. Everything. This dude was feared, a menace. And like, you can just look at the Cleveland Williams fights, brutality. And Cleveland was a duck, and he was held from the title. And, to me, it's a good nomination. It's a good nomination, man.
No, it is a very good. And I've seen the documentaries on it and that, but it's just, to me, it just solely rests on, the gangster affiliations, and the credibility of maybe the Floyd Patterson victory, and the way I think the two fights of Muhammad Ali were legit, nothing funny in it, and I just don't like the way them two went down. That's, to me, that don't represent top 10 fighter of all time. But your case, I know he's a scary dude, and if I was about in them times, that would have been just the kind of guy I would have loved and rooted for, But to me, I can't do that.
Well, I
And I
would
want to say
I'm
something.
giddy.
I want to respond after him though, man. I noticed that Beast had mentioned, the string of knockouts is one of the main reasons, man. But at the same time, if Deontay Wilder go in there and fight Bermane Stiverne and win the title and knock him out and retires the next day, nobody's going to say he's in the top 10 of heavyweights of all time. Why is they going to say he fought a lot of bums? And I think that, regardless of whatever it be, Sonny Liston fought a lot of bums before he even got to the title shot. You know what I'm saying? I don't think his resume is no stringent than Deontay Wilder's resume. And you can make a case, and the only difference is Wilder knocked out everybody that he fought up into a title shot. So I don't think that holds no credence, because you can dispute the people that he fought. You know what I mean? And I mean that you said that to say nothing. I feel, knockout.
Yeah, no, I'm not playing tit for tat either, man. But the people that Joe Frazier knocked out, and he's just been wiped off that list. That's no. They don't even compare, man.
Yeah, and I don't think he compares to Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier ain't on it, then Sonny Liston, hell no.
And I just want to say, well, if you're using the mob affiliation, well, Rocky's got to go as well,
Yes, sir.
because he was affiliated to the mob.
You said who?
Rocky, he was
Rocky
affiliated
Mossy.
to the mob too. Yeah.
No, yeah, that was just one other thing. But to mine just boils down to the way them two Muhammad Ali fights go. That's it.
Well,
That's
I've made my
simple
case.
as.
That's my case. So I've made
Okay.
my case.
I've made mine.
Let's go to the panel. Zone. Does Sonny Liston deserve to be in the top 10?
Beats, when you said Sam Langford name, man, you threw me for a loop. No, I can't put Liston in there.
Okay. Earl. EJ Boxing.
Yeah. That was some real good argument with Chris and Boxologist and Beats, man. I don't know. I'm not sure if because the YTB are listening to this and everyone listens to this. I don't think you understand how fair their son Liston. Man, it's huge. And in my opinion, he was most scared. Even in his last fight, he knocked the guy's teeth out. Yeah, when he was losing, that guy never fought again. Honestly, Joe Lewis didn't want nothing to do with it.
But do you agree?
Hold on. You know who
You
you
agree?
talking about?
I'm bringing my kid. Yo, you know I'm just saying. I'm going to tell you. Yeah, obviously I'm real up to it. Just for people listening. Yo, come on now.
Go
Right?
ahead.
The good ass debate. I'm just saying. So I'm just putting this additional information in there. And for me, Sonny Liston deserves to be on there, definitely.
Okay.
So I got Sonny Liston definitely.
So, all right. So it's a tie between Zone and Earl. So Liston stays off for now.
No, he stays off indefinitely, because
Yeah,
he
Because we two of us said no.
It's two.
It's three.
But you guys debate.
Oh my God.
I know
man.
the debate.
Listen, man. Come on, man. Listen. I know what I'm doing here, man.
Yeah,
He goes into the junk pile, and if we can't agree later on, we can reconsider. That's how this is working.
Yeah, because you two guys can't nominate because you guys are debating. When you're nominated, you can't debate. So it was just me
Yeah.
and Zoe.
Exactly. If you
Okay.
debate, you lose your spot.
So
You
listen,
nominate.
listen. Yeah, you need to listen, bro. To listen to instructions. Let's go, bro.
All right. It's on EJ Boxing Live to nominate. Who you got?
Shit, you can't nominate the same people. Alright, we don't, man. All right, I'm gonna go with boy. It's getting thin out there. It's getting thin. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna go with people I know, and if anyone wants to argue with me, they can argue, man. I'm gonna go with Jack Dempsey.
Jack Dempsey.
Oh
Is
wait.
it- All right. Is there anyone on the panel who disagrees with Jack Dempsey?
Yes.
I disagree.
You as well, Lee, yeah? You as well, Lee, yeah?
Of course, I will.
All right,
But
so
I'm
that's
going
two-
to make a drink. You can go first, please.
That's two people. Go ahead, Beast.
He ducked all the black heavyweights: Harry Wills, Sam Lankford, it was stages where he'd defend his title once in every so often. Got outpointed by Gene Tunney. He defended against what was it? Tommy Gibbons and Carpentier was a light heavyweight. And they made a lot of stories up about how he'd done all this damage to Willard, and that wasn't true. I saw these old men debating on a video years back in America. That wasn't all true. The Wild Bull out the Pampas, Louis Firpo. No, he was just a farm worker, and he was good. He was good. But personally, no, not for me. Got knocked out in one round by Jim Flynn, and I mean that I'm not holding that against him. He was just coming up, but. No, I wouldn't have Dempsey on there, personally.
UK boxing blogger.
Yeah, well, my argument's the same, mate. You know, I just don't think he's got any names on his record. You know, that he lost to Gene Tunney twice. He got knocked out on the up. You know, like early on in his career, he lost other fights early on in his career as well on points. I'm just not interested in that, man. I was only looking at his record the other day, mate, and from what I know from before, because I already heard your debate, there's just no way I would see him in the top 10. Like, he wouldn't have lived with any of these guys. He wouldn't have lived. I'm going to just name. He wouldn't have lived with any of the heavyweight champions now, man. Or even. Do you know what I mean? I think Anthony Joshua would kill him now. Do you know what I mean? Like, just wouldn't happen.
Okay. Anybody want a rebuttal, or you want to go to the panel?
Man, I don't get your.
What you say, Earl?
I go try to rebuttal what these guys are saying, innit?
Yeah.
Oh wait. Who all disagree with Beats?
They all did not. It was me. It was
man, Earl. I'm sorry, man. I'm sleepy, man. Go ahead, Earl. I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. So, yeah. No. Look, Jack Dempsey. Yeah. For all the guys, what you're saying about all these priorities and stuff like that, you understand. Yeah, like a lot of people look at Jack Dempsey and they look back at fight and they look at Jack Dempsey's style, the way he was, and that's the modern day. Imagine Mike Tyson took up all these style. Mike Tyson more or less looked like Jack Dempsey. You know what I mean? Black people's hair, whatever. Same bowler haircut, coming in all going all guns. He's the most exciting fighter, man. Like when he took out Jeff Willard, the Giant, who beat Jack Johnson, man. People didn't think he was gonna win that fight. They didn't think Kid Blackie at the time. That's what his name was. Kid Blackie was gonna win that fight. He went in there in the most brutal 3 rounds of boxing. And them times there, it wasn't no standing 8 count where you come out to wipe the gloves. Nah, man. You go on your knees. The moment you land up, boom, they go right on you. And the only way you won a title is when the guy lays on his back and you don't get up. They're 44 rounds, man. 44 rounds, they were brutal, man. It was brutal. I get some lot of feedback. I don't know, somebody needs to mute yourself. I'm like, messing up my attentions. Thank you. All right. And it was brutal, man. And he beat Jeff Willard later on defending his belt against George Carpentier, the first $1 million gate. Okay, well, I'm bringing this reference in there because these are very historical things, man. Now, I put boxing and made boxing one of the major sports, and baseball, football, made them major sports. Now, his accomplishment in the ring, everyone came around. When Jack Dempsey was fighting, it was an event. It was a massive event. And I know he lost to later on he lost to Gene Tunney, who outboxed him, but by then, like, he was inactive for 5 years. But for me, he definitely compare him against all the other guys on the list. Yeah, you could say win or lose, but for me, he's definitely deserved to be on the list and definitely deserved to be talked about in the top 10, in my opinion. So I definitely think Jack Dempsey should be in there. The Massa Mauler.
All right. Anybody want a rebuttal, or you want to go to the panel?
I would say go to the panel, man.
Okay. So who was the 2 people who disagreed? Beats and UK boxing blogger, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So Zone, what do you think? Does Jack Dempsey belong there?
Kid Blackie don't get in there, man, because of $1 million gate and one big win off a Giant. No, he responsible. He partly responsible for the loan count to this day. So no.
Okay. Boxologist, does Jack Dempsey belong there?
No.
All right. Jack
Top
Dempsey,
20, not top 10.
Jack Dempsey's in the pile. All right. Okay. Now, who was it on? It's on.
Me, innit?
Chris Caban just jumped in, but Chris, you missed this whole one. So go ahead, UK boxing blogger.
I'm going to go for Riddick Bowe. The reason why, I'll go through. Well, I'm going to go through the opponents. Well, no, he only lost once to Evander Holyfield, in my opinion. Right, so he's beaten guys like Pinklon Thomas, Burt Cooper, Tyrell Biggs, Bruce Seldon, Tommy Morrison. He's the undisputed champion of the world. Beat Holyfield in an absolute classics. Knocked out Dokes. What more can you say? Like,
Man,
and
one
beat Herbie
person at a
Hyde
time,
as
one
well.
person at a time.
Beat Herbie Hyde, and he beat Evander as well.
Okay.
The guy only lost once. What
Does
more can
anyone
you say?
disagree?
And the majority's
Yes.
Yes, I
disagree too.
All right,
that's three.
Can I just state one thing? Who's going first? I don't know who's going.
Wait. I'm trying to figure out if it's. Hold on. Does anyone? All right. Earl disagrees. Beats disagrees, and Boxologist disagrees. Does anyone else disagree with Riddick Bowe? All right. So go ahead.
Now I got a question.
Yeah.
Now, if you have an overwhelming pile of disagreements,
Then that's why I was getting at. If one more
Okay, go
person
ahead.
disagreed, then it was a wrap. You know.
Yeah, I disagree.
All right. So y'all ain't even got to debate unless you want to.
Nah, we disagreeing. That's out of here.
I just wanted to say that he didn't fight Morrison either.
Okay.
He disagreed. That's it. He's gone, man.
All right. It's on. Anybody object to Chris jumping in with a nominee?
No, I don't.
All right, Chris. Do you want to jump in? Who you want to nominate for heavyweight? Chris must be having some technical issues. All right, let's go to Boxologist.
I'm gonna throw a long shot in here, man. I'm gonna say Klitschko.
Which one?
Vladimir.
Vladimir Klitschko. Does anyone disagree with Ivan Drago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. That's two people. Nobody else?
Yes.
So, Beats says yes. Earl,
Yeah.
you disagree?
Yep.
All right. So Vladimir's out of here.
Damn.
Okay. It's on. Who was it? Y'all gotta help me remember, man. Chris messed up my memory. Is it on
Beats.
Beats? Okay, go ahead.
Zone.
Beats.
One of them.
Okay.
It's on Zone. Zone. Wait, it's Zone. Was it on you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't said nothing yet.
Okay. Go ahead, Zone.
Man, now Klitschko good, but I gotta say Vitaly Klitschko is the
Okay.
one that I.
Vitaly. Anyone disagree with Vitaly? Top 10.
Yeah.
Okay. UK bloggers. That's one guy. Anyone else?
Yeah, I disagree.
Beats disagrees. All right. Is that the only two people that disagree?
I disagree.
Let's see. That should be a wrap.
All right. Earl disagrees. All right. So, shit. That's pretty much a wrap, I guess.
So who we got? What's the list so far?
But all right, let me read it off.
One more spot, right?
All right, we got Muhammad Ali. We have Joe Louis, Mike Tyson, Rocky Marciano, George Foreman, Larry Holmes, Jack Johnson, Lennox Lewis, Evander Holyfield. We need one more for that top 10 greatest of all time. All right. Nomination Beats.
Yeah. It's difficult to. I know Langford ain't gonna get through. I'm gonna go for I want to, but he's not gonna get it. I know if I do, he's not gonna get it.
Just a minute.
Well, I had to name Bowe, and that was tough.
I'm gonna nominate Jersey Joe Walcott.
Jersey Joe. Anyone disagree with Jersey Joe Walcott? Top 10. Going once, going twice. Jersey Joe Walcott.
Wait,
I don't know, man. I disagree, man. Fuck that. No, absolutely not.
All right, what's the argument against then?
Okay,
what's the argument for?
Wait, first, who all disagree?
yeah, I'm going as well.
All right, UK boxing blogger and Chris, boxologist. Okay,
What's-
one of
Hey,
y'all
Zone.
state your case. Oh, it's
That's
Zone.
That's
Zone
three.
disagrees as well. All right, that's
Oh,
one,
yeah.
2, 3.
But he's out there,
Yeah.
isn't it?
He's out of there.
There
He's
you go.
out.
Yeah, well, he lost to all the best fighters he fought, man.
Yeah,
He's done
yeah.
it.
Well, he actually got robbed against Lewis, and a prime Lewis. He got
We
robbed.
passed that.
Yeah, but
Okay.
Marciano and Lewis, they both.
It's
beat him,
actually
innit?
the worst.
Yeah,
It's
there's no
actually
debate,
told
man.
in
There's
history.
no debate.
I know. I'm
He's
just saying
done.
in history, it's known as one of the, or maybe the worst decision in
Yeah, but
championship.
did-
boxing.
They got rid of him.
Yeah.
They
He's
got
also
rid of
lost
him.
to every great fighter he's fought too.
Let's move on, man.
Yeah. EJ Boxing Live nomination.
Matt Schmeling.
Matt Schmeling won't stand a chance against these brothers.
No way.
All right, let's
Say it
go.
like it's
Anyone?
I'm
anyone
gonna- He beat Joe Lewis.
I know, but I'm just telling you, they're not. I already know.
Laughing for like Max Schmeling some bum, like he was a heavyweight champion.
Man, they're not gonna let him through. I hope. I mean, hey, I shouldn't have said that, but go ahead, y'all. Anybody disagree with Matt Schmeling?
I ain't gonna get a chance.
Oh,
Who
go ahead. Go ahead. Earl, you want to
Yeah,
take a case for him? Go ahead.
Everyone before the piranhas come at me. Man, he beat Joe. he beat Jack Sharkey in the fight. A rematch, and actually won the fight on the kind of disqualification. Say he hit it low. Jack Sharkey was complaining. He got awarded the belt. He beat people like what's his name again? Mickey Walker. He beat people like Young Shrivelin, and maybe you don't know these names here, but these are notable names at the time. And he beat Joe Lewis, man, when he got done. Max Bear, he got bashed up before against Max Bear and them guys. And he came back and knocked out Joe Lewis in his prime. He wasn't supposed to beat Joe Lewis, man. He came back and knocked him out, So he's a former heavyweight champion and he beat Joe Lewis in his prime. The list is very thin. But, when we're talking about all-time greats in there, Max Schmeling went that thunder right hand of his, man, he deserves to be in there. So, I'll put him in Max Schmeling.
All right. Anyone disagree with Matt Schmeling?
No Sonny Liston,
Yes.
no Max Schmeling.
Right.
Yeah, I disagree as well.
I want his son listening. I want his son
His
listening in.
ass out of
All right. Schmeling is out of here.
I want his son listening in.
Yeah, I
man.
know you wanted him in, but I can't see. Yeah, I know you wanted him in, but I don't see how he gets in the list on Sunday.
Right, no, that's right. It's thin anyway, because you know what? He touched me. I want to hear no be passing. People want to hear people going some names, yeah, because then they testing people's thing because it's not easy. So I'm.
Yeah. Okay. It's on Boxologist, ain't it? Boxologist.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
is.
know. I thought it was. Is it? Let me see. Damn. Trying to think.
You want me to pass you?
No. Ezra Charles. We had somebody said him.
No, nobody says it, Charles. Okay.
Okay.
You want to make an argument for him before anybody?
Man.
I vote.
How y'all making an argument against that?
Okay. Beats disagrees. I gotta wait for 1 second though, because Earl having technical difficulties. Unless Chris, you want to take Earl's spot real quick?
I want to have the first argument against.
Okay.
But you know what?
I just want to make sure it's not
I
overwhelming.
think Lennox Lewis should get in there.
All right, UK boxing blogger, do you disagree with Ezra Charles at this point?
Yeah, man. I want to re-go Lennox, man.
All right, that's two people. Zone, do you disagree with Ezra Charles?
I disagree with Ezra Charles.
All right, so we only got to vote with Earl. Ezra is out.
Damn.
And let me just say this, right? My guy beat him twice, and he beat him. And your guy beat my guy once. You're saying he lost to every
Who's
good
your
fight.
guy? Who's your guy?
Jersey Joe beat him twice.
Okay, but my guy beat Joe Lewis, and Joe Lewis on the list, and he also beat who didn't stand a chance, Joey Maxim.
Yeah, well, Jersey Joe beat
Twice.
Jersey Joe beat Joey Maxim too. Yeah, he beat Joey Maxim too, and he beat your guy. He beat Ezra twice, knocked him out.
He beat
He knocked him.
Jim.
He knocked him. It was one of the best knockouts in heavyweight history.
Man, I'm saying what the man did, not what the man didn't.
Well,
do.
I'm telling you what my man did. I'm telling you he got rubbed against Joe Lewis, and it's known as the worst decision in heavyweight history. That's what it's known as. And my guy beat your guy twice.
Okay, you say that to say what? You talking about Walcott?
Yeah, Walcott beat him twice. Your guy beat my guy once.
Okay. Rocky Marciano beat Walcott twice. So what?
No, I'm just saying my guy against yours. You dismiss my
I
guy.
never.
You know,
I mean,
no. I'm saying.
Whoa. See, and this is when you jump ahead of yourself because you're getting too excited. I personally believe that Jersey Joe Walcott is better than Ezra Charles, but because Ezra Charles is not on the list, Jersey Joe was not on the list. We trying to figure out some
Yeah,
more
but you
names.
voted him out.
I
You
know-
voted him out, didn't you? You voted Jersey
Huh?
Joe out.
right, because I thought it was somebody better.
Right, and you thought that was Ezra Charles, but Walcott beat him twice.
Oh no, slow down again. I thought Vladimir Klitschko had a better
No, you
extensive
can't.
resume.
No. This ain't about Klitschko. This ain't about. This is about Ezra Charles and Jersey Joe Walcott.
This is what I'm saying. You said Jersey Joe Walcott. I said no. Okay. Then when it came back around to me, I said Vladimir Klitschko because that's who I believe was better than Jersey Joe Walcott. Everybody said no. So now I'm trying to figure out another good name that's in heavyweight, and the only person I can think of is Ezra Charles.
Yeah,
so I
and
said,
I'm asking you is how you can nominate Ezra Charles before Jersey Joe Walcott when Walcott's beat him twice.
okay, that's a simple question because you nominated him first, dummy.
That's not the point. That's not the point.
nominated-
No, that's not the point.
I nominated. No, wait. I nominated Mike Tyson, who I believe is better than Jersey Joe Walcott. I nominated Lennox Lewis, who I believe is also better than Jersey Joe Walcott. When before it came back around to me again, you had nominated Jersey Joe Walcott. I said no because I felt Vladimir Klitschko was better than Jersey Joe Walcott. I didn't even have a chance to nominate Jersey Joe Walcott because we was already running out the list.
No, you threw him
when
off. You blew it out.
I can't nominate him.
To be fair, I think we better start just treading over because we're all going to unanimously disagree on this one. So why don't we just go back to the ones that we debated about and pick one of them because we're running out of names now.
Okay, y'all can go ahead and Earl. I don't know what's up with Earl, but the names that we got in the pile, right now are Matt Schmeling, Riddick Bowe, Vladimir and Vitaly Klitschko, Jersey Joe Walcott, Ezra Charles, Jack Dempsey, Sonny Liston, Joe Frazier. You know, anybody?
Before we move on, I just want to say, we got a rule here, boxologists. Yeah, it's a new rule. No more dummy, this, that, homo thing. This is just boxing. No names, because that's how people get over. So that's a rule we got over it. I
don't think you was here for
none
the
of
rules.
that is right. So that's gone.
You said
Yeah, I want to go back to Riddick
That's
Bowe.
out. That's out. I can't call
Yeah,
you.
no disrespect, no name calling.
Okay, can I go back to Riddick Bowe, please, man? Like
Go
before
ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're right. Right, yeah. Well, before he even become champion, he knocked out ex-champions like Pinklon Thomas, Tubbs. You know, Bruce Seldon went on to be the WBA champion. Mark Tyson took him out. He took him out before then. You know, he took out. He done Burt Cooper, but he also took out Evander Holyfield in one of the greatest fights ever. No. Right, and I'm not finished yet. He took out Dokes. I don't care what you want to say about Dokes, right? That was a legit win. I don't care. But anyway, check this, yeah. Then he obviously lost only a majority decision, a very close decision to Evander in the second one. And that was it. You know, if the interruption didn't come, you never know the way it was going to go. You know, and also he done Herbie Hyde again, like to become world champion again. So he no, you're laughing. You're laughing.
Come on, Beats.
He
Let
held.
it go, Beats.
He held every belt in his career, right? The WBC, WBA, IBF become unified, yeah? The only guy he ever lost to was Evander Holyfield, which was the closest kind of loss that you can get, right? Yeah? And one of the greatest fights that will live down in history. He then blitzed up Herbie Hyde, right? And become WBO champion. So in that case, he'd won every single belt that there is to win in the heavyweight division, yeah. And whether you want to debate about a lot of fights or whatever, but he was unmotivated. He beat Evander to go 2-1 up in the trilogy, right? And you can moan how you like, what kind of shape Evander was in and all that. And you can moan about a lot of shit about, I think he lost his heart and that then, but still, he still got the job done. No. But he retired only with one defeat, never got knocked out, won every single belt, was the unified champion, and fought in two of the greatest fights that had ever lived. So argue that.
Okay, let me ask you a question. I just got a question. You said he won every title, right?
Yeah.
Did he win more titles than Vladimir Klitschko?
We're not arguing Klitschko. We're not arguing for Klitschko. He's making a case
No,
for
yeah,
Fink.
it doesn't matter, yeah. We're not arguing, yeah. That's my case. I'm just stating my case for my guy. Yeah. But I'll ask you this: if we're gonna go through them lines, Riddick Bowe would have knocked the fuck out of Vladimir Klitschko if they're both in their primes. So that's the end of that
doubt
one.
it.
I guarantee it. Every penny I got.
Well, hey, check this out. Well, we at the point where we in the pile. So I see Boxology saying Vladimir Klitschko, and I agree with Vladimir Klitschko for that 10th spot over your guy.
That's all I'm doing is arguing my point for my guy. That's because we at the pile, right? 78.
All right, okay,
So,
Yeah,
okay,
we're in the pile. We're in the pile. Yeah,
So
it's a
that's what I'm
free
saying.
fall.
I'm just
then
making a
I'll
claim.
go to I'll answer that then. I'll answer that. Right, I'm telling you for a fact, right? There's no way on earth, right, would Riddick Bowe have ever been knocked the fuck out by Corey Sanders and Lamont Brewster. Never.
But you can't say that.
No,
I
don't
but you
care.
can't. Okay, you can't. But you also cannot say for a fact that he wouldn't have been beat by Vladimir Klitschko. You can't say that for a fact. You can't say that as a matter of fact.
Okay then. Right. I just told you all Riddick Bowe's wins. You tell me Klitschko's wins. See if they match up to that then. Go on. That's on you.
Look at his pedigree. Look at what he's doing right now. He's about to fight the number one the second ranked heavyweight in the division. He beat Povetkin. He just beat Povetkin, who was undefeated.
Who's that?
You said according to who?
To me.
He beat David Hay.
Look,
who
man.
beat the Giant?
Look,
was David Hay a bum?
No.
Hold on. Was David Hay a bum? That's all I want to know. Who's probably one of the best cruiserweight that ever lived. Was he a bum?
No.
Okay. He beat Eddie Chambers. Eddie Chambers was a bum?
Well, not on the guys. He's nowhere near the level of competition that Bowe beat.
Okay, he beat Chris Bird. Was Chris Bird a bum?
Not on the level of the guys I've just mentioned with Riddick Bowe.
Calvin Brock, 29-0. Was he a bum?
Not on the level of the guys I just named.
But the guys of the levels that you just named, man, that's your opinion. Like, that's not even a matter of fact. You just saying that you believe in your opinion.
Well, let's set it out for the guys. Let's set it out for the guys. I'll tell you the top five that Riddick Bowe faced, and you tell them the top five that Thingy's faced, and we tell you, innit?
Okay.
Go on, you name your top five.
I'm gonna say David Hay. I'm gonna say Ray Mercer. I'm gonna say Chris Bird. I'm gonna say Layman Brewster. I'm gonna say Samuel Peter. Calvin Brock.
That's it. Calvin Brock, Peter. And
then he beat Rockmine. He knocked out Rockmine. He got more names on his resume, man.
Okay. So I'm gonna say Evander, two of the best fights. Right, I tell you what, right, he fought Evander twice, right, and he's considerably better than anybody on that list, in the prime of Evander's career, right?
Okay, but it's also
you got Bruce Seldon,
let him make his point.
Tony Tubb. Pardon?
Yeah, no, I'm saying Tony Tubb. Let Lee make his point.
Yeah, you got Tony Tubb, Pinkman Thomas, Burt Cooper. You know, he's fucking done it. He's knocked out Herbie Hyde as well. He was an undefeated power puncher. You know, I just think them names alone. I'm not even going to go to your Galottas, Dokes, and all that lot. And your Buster Mathis Jr. was a bum in the way, Jesse Ferguson, whatever. Like this, the list goes on. He's fought in a good era, in a legit era as well. There isn't even a cloud of suspicion in that era.
There isn't a cloud. I'm glad you said there isn't a cloud of suspicion because for one,
Lennox Lewis.
Hold on, wait, whoa. My turn. I have the floor. First of all, it's been I've read many reports that when you beat Holyfield had some kind of heart condition or something. I don't know how hard that's true, but I've heard it. I'm sure you guys, since you all guys studied about it, I'm sure you heard it too.
Not true.
Holyfield
had the heart condition allegedly when he fought Michael Moore
in the third one.
Okay, that wasn't Riddick Bowe?
No.
Okay. But my thing is this.
Actually, can I say something? I'm
go
going to
ahead.
say, being from Georgia, that was not false, okay? Because it was a big thing. He did go and he did have a he did have a heart condition, okay, and
Yeah,
it was
when he fought.
advised that.
No, that was against Mora, Michael Mora.
Yeah, Michael Moore.
I
When he
Michael
got
no,
Moore.
no.
knocked out, Michael Moore.
Okay, I got you. All right.
And the third fight with Riddick Bowe, they sort of say he might have had it then as well. So, but that's ifs and ands and pots and pans. And anyway, I ain't even basing his legacy even on that third one, even though he won 2-1 up. I'm saying that they were legacy fights, like all-time great fights. The 1 and 2. There was no.
Look, man,
was,
I ain't had a chance to speak, man. I want a chance, man. Look, Riddick Bowe. Let me tell you about Riddick Bowe, right? Riddick Bowe disgraced the heavyweight championship by throwing the WBC belt in the bin to duck Lennox Lewis to fight coked up Michael Dokes, washed up Jesse Ferguson. Yeah, right. His only decent win in that thing was against Holyfield, and he's a good fighter. Technically, he's a very good fighter, but he didn't distinguish himself as a heavyweight champion. Yeah, right. Don't talk about the Burt Cooper wing. I mean, listen, Chris will tell you in 1990, Chris saw Burt Cooper in the projects looking for flipping rocks and shit. You know what I mean? Dude, what are you talking about? Pinkley Thomas was washed up, right? Rock Newman wanted to put the guy in with punches. Yeah? Riddick Bowe technically had all the gifts, but nah, he didn't distinguish. Like, if I tell you, the big red flag is when he threw he splintered up that bloody belt and threw it in the bin just not to fight Lennox Lewis. And ever since then, we've had a problem with unifying all the belts because he just showed blatant disrespect.
What? Right. And my question is, where is the suspicion in Vladimir Klitschko? Because you can't say suspicion because he didn't fight his brother. Because really, his brother and him, they had really put themselves as the dominance of the heavyweight division. Riddick Bowe never in his era put himself as the dominant heavyweight in his division. He never fought the other guy, which we hold so much credence to these days, just like other fighters haven't fought the other guy in their division. He didn't fight the other guy. Matter of fact, he blatantly ducked the other guy in Lennox Lewis. And he did something disgraceful, like B said, and threw his belt away, man. How do you put a man like that in the top 10 of all heavyweights? I don't understand.
Well, would a prime Evander Holyfield beat Vladimir?
I think a prime Evander Holyfield would beat Riddick Bowe.
Right, and he didn't know. They were both prime in that night in the first fight, and pretty much probably the second fight.
The Holyfield that knocked out Buster Douglas would have wiped before Riddick Bowe.
No, that's the same. That's not a good argument, man. That's the same Holyfield. That he fought a prime.
I don't know,
his
man.
best win is against thing. There's a prime Holyfield.
I just want to say one thing. I just want to say this. You can't argue for Bowe and he done something disgraceful based on our boxing principles and then not elect Sonny Liston into the list. You can't. I don't see how you can do that both ways.
No. I didn't say that was the sole reason. My only reason you watch this video back was when I said no to him. It was purely for the fact of the two Muhammad Ali's. Plus, I doubt the credibility of the Floyd Patterson victories. That's all.
So you're going to have a man in the top 10 list.
No. Let me say. Pardon, one second. Let me finish. All as I said was so discount anything like that. My main thing was right. That the way he reacted in the two Muhammad Ali losses, I don't think that's the stuff of a courageous champion to be in the top 10. That's my opinion.
So you're going to put a man.
I'm glad you said that. Okay, now how do you?
I wasn't even hot in that debate. I just give two clear little things.
You're going to put a man who threw his belt.
Let me ask you one thing. How do you feel about him throwing a belt away instead of fighting Lennox Lewis? How do you feel about that situation? Since you vocal about your other situation.
Okay, yeah, I will. I'll answer that. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, there were times where he had a madcap guy advising him, pretty much like Al Heyman telling.
No.
Toss. Yeah, it's all the same sort of shit. Yeah.
Who?
Yeah, you've got a valid point. I'm not even going to argue that point, but still, it's all boxing politics, isn't it?
So you want
like it or not. Why should that be held against a guy who'd only ever lost one razor thin fight and had won all them belts and had got some on the learning curve, on the up, he beat some former world
Yeah,
champions
but
and
he won
future
because
world
he
champions.
wouldn't fight Razor Ruddock and fight Lennox Lewis. That's why. And he fought
Okay,
flipping.
Lennox Lewis
He
you can
fought
argue, but
Michael
you can't
Dokes.
say that about
Listen,
Ruddock.
listen,
You
listen.
can't say
He
that. That's
fought
not an
Michael.
absolute
He fought
touchdown.
Michael
That's not.
Dokes. He fought Michael
That's
Dokes
not a
after
that's
Razor
not.
Ruddock nearly killed him in the ring. He should never have fought Michael Dokes. It was a disgrace. And to fight what was his name? Jesse Ferguson. It was the what? It was the worst. It was one of the worst slumps in watching heavyweight boxing. And I was there watching it. It was one of the worst slumps.
Did he fight Michael
he
Moore?
put the heavyweight division into a trance when he did that. Riddick Bowe in the top 10. I tell you what, it's embarrassing to put him in there.
Yeah, no, okay. But
embarrassing.
what I'm saying is, we were all running out of names, right? And
yeah.
I'm not funny.
Y'all
You
still
lot
got
were
other
saying
people.
Walcott
Y'all
and
still
all
got
that,
other
and I
people to
come out
talk
with
about.
Bow and
I vote no permanently for Riddick Bowe, not even on the sideline.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, no, right, I'm going to accept it, but I'm just going to point out, you guys named some no's, right? Some unanimous no's, and everybody said yeah, and no one gave a credible argument. At least I named a fighter that I knew that was not even worth, and nearly I'll give a credible argument for it. That's it. At least I'll give a credible argument. All the other universal no's, there's not been one stand-up argument like mine.
I gave a credible argument for Klitschko.
The answer is no. The answer is no. Who? Somebody else got?
Okay. Let's take a vote. Who all disagrees with Riddick Bowe?
I disagree.
I disagree.
Zone 6 disagree.
All right.
He's out of there.
He's out.
Stick a fork in him.
Okay. We still got Joe Frazier out there. We got Sonny Liston, Jack Dempsey, Jersey Joe Walcott, Ezra Charles, and both Klitschko brothers, and Matt Schmeling as well.
Man.
Can you say that again, please, 78?
All right. We got Joe Frazier, Sonny Liston, Jack Dempsey, Matt Schmeling, both Klitschko brothers, and Jersey Joe Walcott and Ezra Charles. And y'all got a slew of other heavyweights y'all can name if y'all want to, but it's open forum right now.
Well, unless someone wants to argue for theirs, I want to argue for Joe Frazier again. You know, like, unless someone wants to do theirs first, I'll just
have
mine.
Liston and Sam Langford in. They're my two. I mean, so
well, I'll say
I'm going to beat anyone who don't agree with either Liston or Langford. So,
I mean,
we've already done the list.
I want to argue. Like I said, I'm still making my case for Klitschko, the lineal champion. You know, I don't think he should be penalized because I know everybody else that's on the list is retired. I think he's still doing great things at this moment in boxing, and I think he shouldn't be penalized because he's still active. I think what he's doing is a great thing. And I mean,
okay.
You know, I mean, the dude, he's fighting highly ranked contender. You know, he's fighting a highly ranked contender now. He's beat, you know, some of the top guys in the sport. He's beat a guy who's probably, arguably, the best cruiserweight that's ever lived.
Cruiserweight, we're talking heavyweights.
Okay, but I'm just saying, he still beat him, man. I mean, whatever. Like if fucking
that was a legit win, and I was surprised by that.
And you see, you just crushed your argument as well. If you're saying if that's the case, then Bowe beat the best cruiserweight ever as a heavyweight. He beat the best one.
But this is what I'm saying. But David Hay, you know, he was like the WBA champion when he fought him, correct? He was WBA champion. Only had one loss. He beat the giant, Nikolai Value. You know, I mean, shit.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a good win, man. That's a good win. I think he was like 25 with 23 knockouts. He was knocking out everybody. He had a record like Triple G. The dude, you know, he had a little slick style to him. That was a very good win. And he established himself at heavyweight and was beating other heavyweights. So it's a very credible win, I think. You know, and he also defended all them titles, man. And the dude became the lineal champion. He unified, and it's probably, who's to say he probably wouldn't have unified all the titles had his brother not held the other strap. So he's like really the last undisputed champion in a sense, almost. If you want to add, you know, because he has 4 major titles and some. I mean, and he's still going strong right now. I mean, the dude hadn't lost since 2004, so he's going on a 10-year stretch of nothing but racking up wins. I mean, What can I say? 10 years. He's on course to break your boy Joe Louis record.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, that's my case for him, man. That's my case for him. And he's been dominating everybody he's been fighting. On top of
He also won a gold medal at the Olympics.
Yeah, Atlanta Olympics, 96. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
but you
right
know
in
they
the house.
want to keep it at. You know they want to keep it on heavyweight. I mean, he got a lot of.
If you're talking about his longevity and title defenses, I mean, you can't argue. You can't argue. You can't. I mean, you could put him in. I'm reluctant, but I mean, like it would probably be out of bias if I didn't put him there. But I would probably put Langford just out of personal. I put Langford or Liston in before, but
Yeah, do you know what? Are we allowed to make?
Yo. What's up, man?
Earl, you back?
Yeah, sorry about that.
And he also won like 5 minor titles as well.
Are we allowed to argue for the case of? Am I allowed to now?
You can
side
argue
a
whatever you
boxologist?
want to. It's free for
Yeah,
all.
okay, yeah. Okay, right, okay, I'm going to go with boxologist on that, yeah. Because actually, when you think about it, yeah, as much as I don't like it, and I don't watch the guy, and I've probably got a biased opinion against the guy, because I don't like it. I just don't like what it represents at the minute with a heavyweight and the caliber of opponents. But when you think about it, he's probably, in years-wise, up there with Calzaghe and Joe Louis, I think, he's just like, he's like 10 years plus. You know, and then consecutive defenses, and he's the unified champion. You know,
and he's almost 40 years old too. He's almost 40. So
yeah.
I mean, come on, man.
And I thought he was going to get his ass handed to him when he fought David Haye. I was convinced of it, even though I still got reservations where I don't think David Haye fought to survive, not to go out on his shield. And I think if he could have done that,
Haye was scared. Haye was scared.
Yeah. Haye could have knocked him out, I think.
No, he couldn't. He couldn't have knocked out shit. He was scared. He wasn't knocking out crap.
I mean, if he was scared, that's even more credence to Vladimir Klitschko.
Yeah, of course.
Well,
yeah. Go on, I'll go with
that's
Klitschko.
his best win. That's his best win. The Haye win to me is his best win.
I think it was so much hype. I think Haye, because the background story behind the Haye and Klitschko fight was huge too, man. And both of those guys was pretty much, you know what I'm saying. I would say I'm gonna go ahead and say Klitschko was in his prime when he fought Haye. You know, Haye definitely was in his prime when he fought Klitschko. You know, Klitschko beat him, man. I mean, he fought everybody out there except his brother, man. And I understand why he didn't fight his brother.
I feel bad though, man. Like none of the guys. See, if Jack Johnson never got a shot, he wouldn't be in the list. Do you know that? He wouldn't be in the list.
Yeah.
He'd be like Langford and Jeanette and Sam McVeigh. No one wants to put him in the list. That's what he'd be like.
Also, do you know with Klitschko as well, he's gone and collected them belts individually. Plus, as he's WBA super champion, every few years he has actually faced a regular champion and dethroned them.
Who don't care about no regular champion? Povetkin was rubbish. That wasn't a unification match. That was just
it wasn't a unification.
I don't care about that. The super champion crap.
No, but what I'm saying,
garbage.
he still put them to bed as well, and he's gone around and won their belts individually.
That's created by the governing belt. Povetkin was never a champion. There was only one champion in the WBC.
You can dispute that all you like, but there's facts.
Yeah, I will do. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't a champion. He weren't no champion. How can you be a champion? Wait. Hold on, let me speak. How can you be a champion when I'm champion already? And they just give you a belt. No, you're not a champion. That's bullshit. And if you agree with that, that doesn't make you mean that like you're just as I'm glad you ain't in none of them governing bodies because you'll be doing some fuckers too. I'm glad you ain't in there. How can you be a champion?
You're stepping. No, one step.
Wait. Hold on. You can come in. All right. Vladimir's champion already. Right? Established himself as champion. But you're gonna give this other guy a belt and say he's regular. No, that's bullshit. He wasn't a champion. Povetkin weren't a champion. Two can't stay the same in one space, bro. He wasn't no champion.
Let Lee respond. Go ahead, Lee.
Okay, right. One, we can't change the rules, right? So we could all sit here and complain that, oh yeah, well the WBO, WBA, IBF, that all shouldn't exist. There's too many. It should just be one guy, one belt, and all that. The simple fact of the matter is, the WBA commission a super champion because he has another belt, so it bypasses his obligation to do mandatory challenges, so it puts him above that. So if the WBA have instated a regular champion that is universally recognized as an official world champion by everybody, and all the other sanctioning bodies have to agree with that, then that's the rules. So you
All right.
can't
Well, if
argue.
that's the case,
Fact.
then
Your
well,
opinion, that's fair enough.
no,
Like
no,
I
no, no,
might
no.
think
Well, if that's the
WBO and all
case,
that's
well, if
bullshit.
that's the case,
You know,
then
at least
that
you
means.
dealt-
Beats, you can't cut him off, Beats.
Oh, sorry.
So, and all as I was stating that even when in your own argument, Beats, right, when these fake champions that are created, when he's the WBA super champion, at least he's gone back and handled them and put them out of their place and made sure that there isn't even someone that can claim to be that champion. That's all the point I was saying. So in fact, he's done what you want them to do. Like you
No,
want
they haven't, because they created a champion when there wasn't no reason to. They had one already, so he didn't do anything. He just knocked off somebody who they decided to be champion. So that means when the European board made Lee Savo the champion, when Ezra Charles was the champion, that he was a champion too. Was he really a world champion? No, he was not. That was some bullshit. And what they done with Povetkin was some bull. And if you agree with it and are going to argue with it, you're on some bullshit.
Well,
but you know, a lot of people.
bullshit, but that's the rules. It's the law. It's the
I
law.
don't care about the rules. Forget the rules. We're having a discussion about what's real. If you think that's real, what they did there, putting a champion there, you're on some bullshit.
Well, I'm not saying I agree with that. I'm just saying that's.
Well, why
fact,
argue it then? Why argue it?
No, because I am arguing. I'm just stating fact. You know, I'm just stating fact. Whether I agree with it or not is a different matter entirely. Whether I think that's some bullshit, that's we all probably think that's bullshit. But I've just stated fact. That's it. That is fact. All the other sanctioning bodies agree with it as well. And as long as everybody's signing into that shit officially, then there's nothing we can do about it. Whether we like it or not, that's the same thing to say like, well, everybody should face their mandatory. There should be just one champion. That's ifs and ands. What we're stating is fact. And I'm just saying that Vladimir at least has gone back, unlike some super champions, and put them in their place.
So we voting on Vladimir, correct? That's what we at?
Yeah.
And I'm saying yeah now.
I've been said yes for zone.
Okay. What you say, biologist?
Man, I mean, he's a guy that I nominated, and I look at to sum up the whole thing, I'm kind of with you, Beast. Like, you know, with I think it's bullshit too. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't look at him like that. I just look at him Povetkin like the number one contender for that belt, and I look at Klitschko after beating Hayden. He's the real champion for that belt. I don't care. Just like to me, Floyd's the real champion for the WBA at junior middleweight. You know, some people will say, no, it was Lar. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I think it's Floyd. You know what I mean? Just like I think it's Klitschko. So I'm gonna say he been a champion. He just fought the number one contender. I don't care how they, you know, I'm following the glory of the belts. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still putting him in there, and I think he deserves to be in the top 10.
Yeah, I agree with that, because I do agree with that. I do our personal feelings on it. I agree with that, because even Canelo wouldn't even fight Lara. He made it a pound heavier because he wouldn't even fight him for that belt because he refused to believe that was a legitimate title, you know. And that was his personal belief, you know. And a lot of us do believe that. But all as I was just stating that, you know, at least he's gone back and dealt with them guys who are pretenders. You know, and I'll give him credit for that.
So it's us three for Klitschko, and then who's against Klitschko?
Right. Chris Caban, are you there? Chris is out, so
I'm going to vote Klitschko out. I'm voting him out.
All right.
Okay.
But you got overruled, though, BTN.
Okay.
Where's Jared at?
Jared, he keep falling off, so that's why. So even if Jared said he voted him out, he was still. I guess he'd be overruled. I guess.
3-2.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We keep changing these rules. I don't know how this shit work, but Klitschko's in, I guess.
So that's the top 10, yeah?
Yeah, Klitschko's in. Vladimir, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Vladimir.
Yeah. All right, there we go. Name the list?
Okay. We got Muhammad Ali, Joe Louis, Mike Tyson, Rocky Marciano, George Foreman, Larry Holmes, Jack Johnson, Lennox Lewis, Vander Holyfield, and Vladimir Klitschko. Everybody okay with that? I mean, anybody?
I'm up for changing my mind if someone can to name a fighter and who they want to go in there. I'm cool with that. I'm up for debate on that.
All right. Anybody want to nominate somebody else or have a dispute with anybody in the top 10?
Got my guys.
No, I won't because I know they're not gonna let my guys in. They're not gonna let in Liston. They ain't gonna let
Who is your
Langford.
guys, Pete? Pete, say yours again.
Liston. They ain't gonna
Forget
let
about
Liston.
it.
So I'll leave it. I'll leave it. I'll
Forget
leave
about it.
man. I'll leave it. They ain't letting Sonny in, man. The Bear ain't getting in. I mean, Rocky Marcial got in there and the Bear couldn't get in there, man. The
You
damn
shouldn't have
shame.
took a
Well,
dive,
to be
man.
fair, Beats, I'll tell you what, right? I'm just swaying towards Vlad, man. Like over Liston, just for the accomplishments. I don't even like Vlad. You know my feelings on that anyway. But it's just
But hey,
it's
Beats,
like what else is there, man? There's just no
Beats,
one else.
listen. I mean, to call your guy, you gotta call somebody that you feel he should be over, right? Like if you say I want listing in there, you won't listen to take
Oh
whose
yeah,
spot.
oh no problem at all. I mean,
Well, Marciano then.
Rocky and Dempsey for a start. He's got a better resume than Dempsey. You
Dempsey's
know what I
not
mean?
in. Dempsey's not
Dempsey
in.
got
Dempsey's
shut
not in
down.
there.
Ain't Dempsey in there?
No, he
No,
not
he
in.
got shut
No,
down.
no. We ain't
Well,
let Dempsey in there.
No, because
Nah.
we shut that down. I shut that down with somebody else. We had a debate about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Dempsey's out.
Yeah,
Rocky
Jared presented Dempsey.
to me. I mean, I have Sonny over Rocky.
Rocky.
I have
Yeah,
him
go on, debate
over
that.
I have him over Vlad personally.
Well, we've just done it.
But
We
I
could.
mean, they're the two guys I'd take out.
Right.
Who picked Rocky Marciano?
Me.
Zone.
Right, due to
I'd
want
take
to do
Lennox
a.
Lewis out as well over Sonny.
Nah, I couldn't do that.
Oh no, no,
I'm
no,
up
no.
for listening to a Liston versus Marciano and seeing how that goes.
All right. So if we're
Man, how
doing,
you?
I'm
Whoa,
willing to hear
whoa.
your case over the theme on a Rocky, man, but I don't think you can. I don't
Man,
know about that
okay,
Lennox Lewis, man.
okay. If you willing to hear, okay, I got something for you. If Beast present his argument for listing over Rocky, I'm gonna present my case for Rocky over Lewis.
Well, I think that I
Okay
just don't
then.
think that nobody's
Okay
going to
then.
agree with that. I mean, you can. Shit, I mean, you can. I just don't think nobody would agree with it.
Yeah, because even I argued against Lennox Lewis, and but I wouldn't go against him for Rocky Marciano. But to be fair, I'd probably go with Rocky over Liston in a way. To be fair, being undefeated, yeah, I would, because I went against Liston anyway. So yeah, it's pretty much a wrap in at the top 10.
Yeah, but but see, this is the thing though. Like Rocky and Lennox is in. It's Liston that's out. So Liston got to trump somebody, and I don't think if you argue for Liston to Trump and Lennox, I can't see it. I'm just
No, I
me
can't see
personally,
that.
I can't see it. I can't see
No,
it.
but I can see it if he gonna argue for Rocky because then Rocky gonna be on his way out and I gotta argue for
But
Lennox
see,
to
it's
be out.
hard. It's hard. It's hard for me to see. It's hard. I can see an argument because he kind of presented it earlier, but it's still hard for me to see. You know what I'm saying? If for Rocky too, I think that's hard too because Rocky got them names and he got that undefeated streak, whether we like it or not. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's
Rocky's in
hard
there,
on
man.
that side too. Like for
Yeah,
Liston, man, all he got is that the most notable is that Floyd Patterson twice, man. So I don't know. But I mean,
No,
but,
I
hey,
wouldn't
hey,
move on
Beast,
that.
it's on you though, man. If you think
No, man,
got
you guys are gonna be.
encyclopedia,
It's no point.
go ahead.
I've done that already, so it's no point. I'm
Yeah.
gonna leave it. And if I say Sam Langford, you're gonna say no. But in my opinion, if
No,
Jack
no, no,
Johnson
no,
did it,
no.
no,
No,
let me finish
hey,
what I'm saying, and then you
no,
can
I'm
finish.
with you,
Let me
B.
say what I'm saying.
No, I'm
If
saying I'm with
if
you.
if I
I'm
was
with
to
you already.
say Sam Langford, right? Like the only reason Jack Johnson is in there is because he got a shot. If he didn't get a shot, you guys wouldn't have him in there. You wouldn't care that it was a miscarriage of justice that he couldn't get a shot. You wouldn't care. You should say, as far as you was concerned, he didn't have a belt. So I don't, and that would be it.
Well, you gotta counter that beats. And then when you said before you said listing, you said, well, I might say Langford, and you retracted your statement. Now I liked it, Langford. That was gonna be. I agree with you on that for my own reasons too. But you got to present the argument, bro. Y'all talking about Lee? Speak your mind. You got the knowledge, regardless if he got a title. A title shouldn't hold you back.
Well, Langford, I mean, he beat Lewis. I mean, Johnson. Even though some people say he won, and some people say, but he still got it there on the box records of victory. Like he held the colored heavyweight championship for long periods for everybody. Knocked out white contenders like Flynn. Gene Tunney was scared to fight him. Jack Dempsey wouldn't fight. They wouldn't fight him, man. You know, and like he never weighed more than 12 stone, and he was fighting at heavyweight, and he was just taking people out. He knock out full blown heavyweights, and if he'd got a shot, who knows what would have happened, man? Who knows if we'd been talking about Jack Johnson like that today? And to me, he has a great case, and he fought so many times as well. You know what I mean? Fought hundreds and hundreds of times. And I think he's one of the greats. I think he's one of the greats. Even if you see the little film that they have on the guy, the moves that he pulls out and everything, you know, stylists, the feints, counter punching. He was just a great fighter. Just a great fighter. You know, 120 odd KOs, I think it is, or something like. So you know, great fighter.
So basically, you saying you got him over Jack Johnson?
I'm not saying. Well, the only reason.
Because you keep referencing Jack Johnson and saying the only reason is because he got a shot and he didn't. So I'm saying, would you have him as a better fighter
that's
than
a
Jack
different
Johnson?
argument. That one I'd have to go and comb through their records and see. That's a different argument. But what I'm saying is that if Jack didn't get a shot, nobody would be talking about him.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm with you, beat, because you didn't name it. It's his first time. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna say. He is a champion in my book. He is. The color champion is no different from the other championship. He is a champion. Because of the times of the world and because of injustice, that's not one of them, he ducked somebody, so it's his fault. We're talking about true injustice. We're not talking about the Keith Thurman injustice and people know. This guy was victimized by the world of the United States. He cannot beat that. You can't beat that machine. So him being a champion, he is a champion to me. And him being that 5'6" frame, 180, man, the smallest heavyweight champion in the world, man, somebody got to come out. I agree with Sam Langford. I don't care if he didn't get no damn shot. He was a world color champion, and that's good in my book. And he did beat Jack Johnson, who was a giant.
Yep.
So I'm kind of inclined to believe that it's possible that he really probably could beat some of these guys this day at 5'6", 5'8", 180 pounds.
Yep.
Okay.
I agree, man.
Is that? Are we going to vote on that then?
I mean, but hold on. This is what I'm saying. We need to understand. Okay, y'all want to make a case for him, but who y'all want to make a case for him against? Like, who do y'all think because he beat Jack Johnson and Jack Johnson got a shot and he didn't? I mean, you think Jack Johnson should come out? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Jack Johnson stays in. That just solidify how strong Langford is because of his entanglements and his additional accomplishments on his strength of opponent. Beast is trying to solidify the strength of him beating Jack Johnson because Jack Johnson is an all-time great. It's not like he just got beat up by Jack Johnson, never to beat Jack Johnson, and went into this underground circuit fighting for the colored championship. No, he was whooping ass. You know what I'm saying? And those ducks back then were legitimate because the color line was drawn. Okay? And only reason, his point is, Jack Johnson was afforded to go ahead and fight. Even though he had to chase a guy around the world, you know, he got his shot, but Sam Langford did. And then when Sam Langford had a chance to fight Jack Johnson when he was the true champion, Jack Johnson drew the color line.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's like saying if Furman don't. I know what you're saying. I'm going to argue against some incredible history here, but again, so Furman never gets a shot, yeah, and we'll say, oh, well, he never got a chance, did he? So, but he could have been this great person. We put him on the list.
Yeah, I mean, all that woulda, coulda, shoulda, man, that really don't hold up when it comes to black and white, though. You know, I understand it and it's messed up.
Yeah, so do I.
It's a woulda, coulda, shoulda argument. You know,
well,
at the end of the
it's
day,
not really because, like Zone said, who's to say that the colored heavyweight championship had less significance than the white one? Who's to say that? It's only because they put that on the mainstream.
That's a fair argument. That's a fair argument. I understand that. But y'all, the same people that saying who's to say that is the same people that saying that title that the white people had is better than the title that the black people had.
Well, that's what we're saying, basically. Just because it's white is better. Sorry.
Y'all giving reference to the real titles that we're talking about now. Y'all like, man, he should have got his shot. Why should he have got his shot? Obviously, because you believe that title holds more credence than the African American Negro title did. So
No,
That's why
that's not.
it's a would, shoulda, coulda
he
argument.
said the Negro title.
That's not what he said. That's not what he said. He said that we only putting Jack Johnson in there because
Yeah, I know, I got that part.
Okay. So we already establishing that they're equal. On the phone, we're establishing that the white title is no different from the black title. Okay, we already establishing that. So with that being said, we recognizing him as a world champion. That's what I'm saying. I'm recognizing him as a world champion. So him not ever winning the world title holds no more credence to me. I'm saying he's a fucking champion. The smallest heavyweight champion of the world. Champion.
So was Ezra Charles, but he ain't in there. So I mean, I mean, you really have to, for me to think about putting him in there. Y'all got to give me a name in there that's like, okay, he trumps him.
Jack Johnson.
So you saying
Jack Johnson? And let me tell you this now, right? When Gene Tunney ducked him, right? The white sports writers said why, and it wasn't for a title. This was for a non-title fight, and black fighters did used to fight white fighters for non-title. They was against Tunney. They were saying that Tunney, you haven't got no courage. You're scared to fight him. The white writers were saying that. They said it.
So who's the argument against them? What's your suggestion? Because we're having this conversation, but there's
Dempsey did the ducking.
I would take Vladimir out. I would take Vladimir out.
Yeah, well, look, I wouldn't know because I understand. I really respect it, but you know, I still have to stick with Vlad on that. You know, I'll be up for like someone like Rocky Marciano or Jack Johnson himself.
Well, I say this question: Langford's in the Hall of Fame. Vladimir Klitschko is not.
But he will be.
That's not fair.
No. Not
that is not fair.
Hold on. Whoa, relax. It ain't not fair. It ain't no. Remember, you said shoulda, coulda, woulda, facts.
Yep.
So now we get down to dirt. Hold on, relax. He said that he wants to put an active duty current fighter in there, and he gave his argument. Okay, cool, but we cannot. Okay, so he got to take the full blunt of what's coming to him. It ain't my fault he ain't retired. So Sam Langford is in the Hall of Fame, and Vladimir is not.
But that's like, but at the same time, double standard argument, because that's like saying, well, Sam Langford didn't get as many titles as Vladimir Klitschko, as if it was possible for him to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's not possible for Klitschko to be in the Hall of Fame.
I disagree because Bernard Hopkins is in the Hall of Fame right now.
No. Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. Now, what Hall of Fame we talking about? What Hall of Fame are we talking about?
He's in the He's in the Boxing Hall of Fame for being
Stoner.
Yeah. For setting the record as being the oldest champions. He's already in the Hall of Fame as an active fighter.
Exactly.
Okay, but what active fighter is in the World Hall of Fame right now?
Well, hold on. No.
He has to be retired for 5 years.
A question was posed, and the question was answered. So let's not run past that. So let's deal with that. So that voids the whole argument. The question was posed. Well, it's not fair to Vladimir because he can't be possibly in the Hall of Fame. Trying to make the Sam Langford being in the Hall of Fame irrelevant. So now Sam Langford is in the Hall of Fame, both world and international, and Vladimir is in none.
Yep.
I'm only counting.
No. Hang on. One sec. Give me 2 seconds because this is getting
get to the computer.
Yeah.
No.
Need for the research now.
Yeah. Give me 2 seconds. I need to do something, guys.
Yeah, I know you gotta do something. Get that computer out.
No, because this ain't even no. Because I'm gonna state something, and I want to make sure it's fact. Because I always get caught if I assume something and I call it out, I need to know it's fact.
I'm gonna state something. You don't even have to be good to get in the International Boxing Hall of Fame, but you have to be very good to get into the World Boxing Hall of Fame. And there is no fighters that's active in the World Boxing Hall of Fame right now.
Okay, that's a fact.
He's not even international either. But Vladimir's not international. Huh?
Vladimir Klitschko is only like. Sorry, is it only like 2 defenses behind Joe Lewis's record, mate? And he's got the longest reign. He's the second longest reigning champion ever. in any weight class. So how can you argue against that? And he's only 2 fights away from Joe Lewis's record in defenses.
Okay.
So
does he have a record?
That's an open book, and even when it's shut, it's better.
Well, does he have the record?
What do you mean? He's the second. Does your man have anywhere near that record? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Even if he shot it today and it ended today, he still accomplished more. We already went through that.
Sam Langford has got more knockouts than my guy has had fights.
Oh, okay. Okay, but what are you proposing? So you're opposing...
Like 109?
So what's your proposal?
He's got 120 plus KOs, man.
120?
No, but they're like bare knuckle fights, man. They're not even like...
They're not. No, they're not. No, they're
not.
No, they're not.
They're old fights.
No, they're not. No. Queensbury Rules fighter.
Yeah.
Old style.
Nah, not bare knuckle, bro. Not bare knuckle. He was fighting when Jack Dempsey and Tunney was around. Yeah?
Okay. But what I'm saying is old style, though. Still.
So, what do you mean? So Jack Dempsey's old style? I mean, what are you talking about? Jack Johnson, what are you talking about? John O'Sullivan's old style.
Did I not go against Jack Dempsey?
No, but there's Queensbury Rules. No, he's a Queensbury Rules fighter. So old style, what are you talking about old style?
How many? Okay. First of all, what fighter? What elite fighter? Okay, let me rephrase that. What elite fighter today is fighting 150 something fights? Yeah, it's impressive that he got 128 knockouts, but he got like 30 losses. So I mean, and if Wladimir Klitschko had 30 losses, to be fair, if he had 30 losses, no matter if he lost to elite fighters or not, y'all would say absolutely not. That man got 30 losses.
So
Langford is out of there, dude.
Because of the losses, yeah.
But you made it critical to the point he got 128 knockouts.
Yeah.
But he got 30 losses.
Wait, Beach, when did they bring in when did they start like using gloves and that for fights and the proper
was using gloves, man. I mean that was like John O'Sullivan.
this guy, so he didn't start.
He's a Queensbury Rules fighter, man. Queensbury Rules fighter. Yeah.
Sure, I read up. He had their.
No, he's a Queensbury Rules fighter, man. I don't know why you're debating this. I know what you think you're going to get out of that debate.
No, I'm just trying to say there's more credibility.
Listen. He's a Queensbury Rules fighter. That's what he is.
Yeah. I want to say something else too. I want to say this. Okay. Now we all know that they didn't have. This is me going modern versus old. Okay, we all know that it was rougher and harder and tougher times. They had to endure a lot. They had to go way more rounds, man. They had more fights. They were more active. I mean, I just think that Sam Langford, in addition to all his accomplishments, man, him being able to go in the Hall of Fame and being small on top of that and being able to be successful, man, trumps Vladimir Klitschko. You know what I'm saying? It's just this guy had to overcome a lot of physical and political and racial obstacles, man, just to be even considered successful. So by us even talking about this guy, I know you saying he got 30 losses, but I mean, if you want to be mathematically correct, let's do the percentage on how much the percentage of Klitschko being losses. Because even though he got less losses, he's also got less fights and less knockouts than Sam Langford as well too.
That argument goes two ways, though, right? Yeah, you say they're proper actives, but then every other fighter would be fighting like every week as well. You know, so they were all knackered and depleted and shot worn. You know, because they all amassed them sort of records in them days. So that's it's not like he was fighting.
How much fighters had 120 odd knockouts? They didn't all.
I'm not saying that. I'm not disputing that.
120 plus knockouts.
I'm not disputing. No, I didn't dispute that. I didn't say that. But what I'm saying is, right? What I'm saying is, yeah, that day and age they all fought loads, or what they did, yeah, also is they would fight a lot of the people on there, like they would fight guys what would only ever fight like 2 or 3 times as well. You know what I mean? It's like they were just like people who sort of tried their hand at the sport. When you look at records like that,
who told you that? Where did you get that from?
Well, you go look at shit. I've done my research and shit like that before. You go and look at all these old fighters. You know, I already said this. I do respect the boxing history, but I don't see it as a big part as the way everybody else does. Like when you start going to turn of the century stuff, you know, like borderline bare knuckles and all that. And I
It's
voted
not
that same
borderline.
way.
Why do you keep saying that? It's not borderline. He's a
You know,
Paisley
but-
Rules fighter. Stop calling
all
him
right,
that.
I'm saying
Stop
that
calling him
crossover
that.
period. All right, okay.
Let me add this. Let
me finish my bit. Sorry, but what I'm saying is, a lot of them guys on his record would have been guys that would have either fought for fun, would have been alcoholics, would have just look, man. You go and check through these records, man. The guys would have probably fought like 3 times, 7 times, loads of knockout
So let's
ratios.
take Jack Johnson off there. Let's get him off the list then. Because
Okay, then I'll-
his resume before fighting for the title is more or less the same. Let's take him off. If that's the case,
Mate,
Jack Johnson
after
needs
this,
to
I'm
go.
going for Joe
Look,
Frazier
you're
for Jack-
talking over
Hey.
me. Jack Johnson.
But I'm gonna
needs
say
to
this
go.
though. But Beats,
No,
I
sorry,
wouldn't
Beats,
I wouldn't argue. Hold on. I wouldn't argue if Jack Johnson did get taken off the list.
Well, let's take him
for
off
that
then.
fact.
If that's take him off then.
I mean, we can, but this is what I'm saying though. I didn't nominate him, so I can't take him off. You know what I'm saying? I had to be a vote.
I don't
But
mind
what
if
I'm
you
saying
take
is
him
this.
off. I don't mind.
Hold on. Regarding to my guy, man, this is what I'm saying. When you look at Klitschko and you look at those fighters back in those days, those guys had a lot more fights. True enough. So when you encompass that to a lot more fights, you encompass that into a lot more title defenses as well when you're a champion. Okay,
Man,
so when you take
all that argument you
hold
guys
on,
do, man,
let me speak my piece,
headache.
man. Let me speak my piece. So when you take that, incorporate that into the fact that Joe Louis holds the record, and back then, of course, we all know they fought a lot more often than they do today. And you take in the fact that he defended his title however many times he defended it, and you have Klitschko, who was literally 2 fights away from that, fighting less often today. You have to put credence to that because he's about to break the record of guys that had the opportunity to fight way more and fight more bums than he did. So that's another
Man,
reason why I say he should stay.
I don't know
And that's I'm
all
not
I know.
arguing about.
I mean, you said you wanted to take Jack Johnson. Jack Johnson beat the undisputed champion Tommy Burns, and he beat the Boilermaker who came back, who was undefeated, right? Who came back because they were desperate to find a White Hope. He beat him too, but you want to take him off. Well, take him off. If you think take him off then.
I'll go for Frazier then. I'll debate that. Frazier.
No,
I
you're not
want
taking
Frazier
Jack
to be-
Johnson. You're not taking Jack Johnson off. Or are you crazy?
Yeah, I know. I'll vote on that anyway.
Okay, I'm gonna say this about Jack Johnson. I'm gonna say this this how good Jack Johnson was, man. The reason Max Schmeling was able to knock out Joe Louis is because of the advice of Jack Johnson by saying, hey, he pulls back slow, come over the top with a right. That's how great the guy was. Even outside of the ring, the guy still had an influence on boxing for a skill set. The guy is the definition of skill sets. I mean, everybody always give credence to skill sets and performance, but this guy is the originator on tact and slickness and power and combination punches all in one, man. So Jack Johnson taking him off is ridiculous. That's not happening. Period.
All right, no. Okay.
Okay. Look, let's do it like
I
this.
want to make a new case.
Okay, hold on. Wait a
A
minute.
genuine
Hold on,
case.
because this is going too long. Who all agrees that we should take off Klitschko for Sam Langford?
I do.
No.
Zone 6.
No.
Zone 6, and I don't. And you said Beats.
I
And
agree.
you
I
said
agree.
Beats is Zone 6. You think you should take off Klitschko for Sam Langford?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I say no. No.
And I say no. Okay, who agrees that we should take off Jack Johnson for Sam Langford?
Hell no.
No.
No, I said no too. So I mean, it's
I'll got one last
I mean,
case then. Okay, Joe Frazier for Rocky Marciano.
No,
He's
man.
trying to
If
keep
the way I see it, leave it as it does. Forget Frazier. Leave Rocky on. You know what I mean?
All right.
If you're gonna keep Vladimir on there, keep Rocky on there too, man.
Yeah, but I don't think Rocky. I think Frazier has better wins and done. Like I personally think Frazier is better than. Like, this is my genuine feeling. Like, and I was just a participator in that. I just agreed with Vlad earlier on. That whole battle, I'll just give him my opinion. But I do have a genuine feeling that Frazier should be in there instead of Rocky Marciano. Because one, I think you would knock Rocky Marciano out.
I will say that I think he fought more prime fighters than Rocky Marciano.
Yeah, and he would have knocked him out, in my opinion. But that's ifs and ands. But
well, the list is there, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's picks. I think Rocky should stay.
Langford should be over Vladimir Klitschko.
Well, we've already.
We already went over it, man. It's neutral.
So what happens if it's neutral?
No, if it's neutral, then it's a stalemate. It stays there because Earl is gone. Unless y'all want me to take Earl place. And,
you know what we need, 78.
No, you can't do that. 78.
Yes,
he can.
No, I
you
can't do it.
Yes, he can.
If they feel that I should take his place, and if it's up to me, then Sam Langford would go on and Klitschko would come off.
No, because no one took Chris's place when he left earlier on. When we
they did. Yes, they did.
No, they didn't. It went to a tie. 78. You tied it earlier on. It went to a tie. 2-2.
Look, man, we always use the adjudicator when it's still, man. I don't know when that's.
You didn't do that.
Remember, Lee. When I thought it was a tie, it wasn't actually a tie. Remember?
Yeah, that's right. It wasn't actually a tie.
You did stay out of it, though. Do you remember? You did stay out of it.
Yeah, I stayed out of it. I thought it was a tie, and then they said no, it wasn't a tie. It was overruled because you wasn't supposed to vote.
Yeah, but the original statement was that you said, "Well, I can't." Yeah, but then I can't get involved in a way because that's it. So that we can't change the rules.
Look, now, if Lee don't want me in it, I'm not gonna get in it. Lee, look, he wants Klitschko in the thing, and he's just trying to pretend like he don't for some reason, but he wants Klitschko in.
All right, okay. No, I do want Klitschko in. Yeah.
I want Klitschko out.
You could say your piece on 78. Go on, sorry.
I'd rather us in this list with 9 than to have him in over Sam Langford.
Yep.
All right. Okay, I think that's fair. So we got 9. We got 9.
Yeah.
We'll have Sam Langford in instead of Klitschko. I agree with that. Then we just got one more issue to address, which is Fraser and Marciano.
No, I'll leave Marciano in. I'll leave him in.
So Lee, you're saying that you will put Langford in?
Yeah, I'll go with Langford. Yeah.
Oh, the Klitschko?
Well, no, because they've just
it's a wrap.
They just took it down to 9. They've done in a way because they were going to just turn it to a top 9 because we've just been outvoted.
All right, Sam Langford is in then.
Yeah.
How Sam Langford in when 2 people agreed that Klitschko stay in? 2 people
because UK boxing blogger just changed his mind.
No, I didn't know because I just changed my mind.
We all heard you on tape.
I agreed with it just because I said.
Oh my God, man! Come on, Lee. You can't let people bully.
Hold on.
You're about the place, man.
It's not fair, man. Because 78 and Zone and Beast had changed their mind. They agreed to put Klitschko in.
When?
Earlier.
No, we didn't.
Oh man,
I said I can't disagree with it, but I didn't nominate him. I agreed that he had the long record.
All right, look. Let's go over this. Look, all right, forget it. Yeah, everybody want to play games. Let's go over this again then. Okay, this is the vote. Okay, if you disagree, stand on it. Be a man, stand on it.
All right, I disagree. Yeah.
All right. So does Klitschko stay in or does Langford go in?
Right, Klitschko stays in for me.
Okay, so Klitschko. So now, do you guys want me? Since Earl is out and Chris is not having technical stuff or whatever, do you want me to be the deciding vote or do you want it to remain at a stalemate?
I want you to, and I wanted you to adjudicate before as well when it was even. So no one can say I'm being hypocritical. I wanted it then,
did I want adjudication.
So,
okay, all right. Zone, do you want me to jump in to take Earl place or do you want me to stay out of it?
Well, ask boxologist that.
I am, man. What are you talking about, Lee?
Damn, Lee.
I'm going around the circle, man. Just do Lee, man. Lee cannot hold a position for nothing, man.
Yeah, shit, Lee. Say what you got to say, man.
Right, just say it, man.
Okay, get out your system, man.
Yeah, but we already know which way 78 is going to go, so it's null and void. It's not like. Do you know what I mean?
If you're going to say that, and I'm going to say, hell no, 78 can't vote.
We know where 78 is going.
Okay,
it's already been done.
Let's do this. This being recorded, right? Let's say we'll leave it at them 2, and then let the people in the comment section vote based on the arguments that me and Beats presented and the argument that you 2 guys presented. Now, I liked it, Vladimir, but Beats never said Langford like he was going to originally. He never said it. But once he put him into play, then I can't put Vladimir in there.
Yeah,
Man.
let people decide, man.
Okay, so
Okay. So they
the
decided
10
between
spot,
taking him out and Jack Johnson.
the 10 spot, y'all want to keep open for the people in the comment section to debate.
Yeah, why not?
But can we have one last vote on Frazier for Marciano then, and that's it?
It's not going to happen, Lee. Forget about it.
I'll
It's
leave
not going to
Marciano
happen.
win, man. I'll leave him in. I'll leave
Yeah.
Marciano win.
He wants
Yeah.
that Frazier in there, boy.
Frazier is not getting in over Marciano. You already know that. They already been clear. So, all right. So that's are we done with our business, or we got some more debates?
Nah, man. I'm gonna wrap up, man. I'm gonna come up and wrap for the evening, fellas. Cause I've been out all day. So
Yeah. All right. So 78 Sports TV in the panel, we got UK boxing blogger, Boxing Beats and Rhymes, boxologist, Zone 6 Boxing, and we are out. We'll holler.
Peace.